Welcome to Channel Devonity, the only show where a bunch of less than desirables play Dungeons and Dragons and drink copious amounts of cider in the heart of Devon! I'm glad you said that because
we haven't actually ever drank cider, though.
Yeah.
We've got apple juice and
If you want anyone cider places want to sponsor us, I mean...
Then we'll drink it.
Are we already begging for sponsors before the show has even started?
Yeah, can you imagine if like Sheppy sponsor us and we have
Thatcher, I'll take Thatcher's, that's
to
fine.
do one, like,
No, you have somewhere local in Devon.
Oh yeah, Somerset Thatcher, isn't it? Yeah.
Do we have to censor out every name brand cider until we actually get a sponsor? And that's the only one we let go through.
I really like Thatcher's, Magnus.
I really like
That's Irish.
Thatcher's, but I'm also a big fan of Thatcher's. And you know what else is a great cider? Thatcher's.
Do you know what? There's one called Franny's Bramble, and I can't remember whose that is, but that's really, really nice.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's that last one down the road. You don't want to know how she got that name.
bit of a thicket, if you know what I'm saying.
Takes a real ranger to get through that one.
Wow!
Everyone, roll survival. 15.
I've made it. Roll Constitution. Why? You know.
Oh god! It's going so professionally and so well. I am your DM, Chris Valiance, and this is the Bunch of Charnel of Somnolence. With that in mind, let's play Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome back to Channel Devonity. We're ready to go and play Dungeons and Dragons, aren't we? And have a really good fun time. Yay!
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe.
it's all right.
We'll see.
You prefer Skyrim, to be honest.
Alright. So, how are we all doing? That is the question that's gone everyone's mind.
He might be
Right.
dying.
Yeah, wounded.
He's tired.
Literally like my character, slightly wounded, but apart from that, yeah, I'm good.
I'll roll those dice for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually might not able to reach that far and just be like,
Sorry, I suppose help her with
I
him.
won't do anything this round.
yeah, I'm out.
I'm sitting out of
Can I
this
skip
fight.
my turn, please?
What if you just put the
Because I'm
dice in your mouth and
imaginable
spin
pain.
it into the dice tray?
Oh, that could work.
Just go.
Depends where the dice have been, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, no, they are lab dice, so hopefully they're clean.
You gonna try it?
Oh God, no.
Do not try this.
Everyone went really quiet because they were just like, is he gonna do it?
Just moving them closer. Yeah, but
Everyone else is good though. I mean, you've got bad ribs, and you know, so if you want to wish him well wishes and
speedy recovery.
a speedy recovery.
The well wishes.
It wasn't D&D related. I do other things.
Wasn't
So-
suspended strain injury from rolling dice.
It was
Yeah.
a private game on the weekend. Yeah, he rolled and he tweaked.
Yeah. The problem is if you take damage in one of Addison's games, he actually hits you.
It's full contact D&D. You actually have to hit each other. Otherwise, it's just not
Total
fun.
immersion D&D.
Exactly.
The pain is real.
The pain is real.
Oh, you cast Fireball, do you?
Comes the blowtorch.
Pantheodric comes
Yeah.
out.
Canada deodorant and the lighter.
Don't try that at home.
Try that at home.
No.
We do not condone total immersion D&D.
Not
We
really.
do, however, copyright it, so if anyone does use it, that's us.
We are
you
coming
heard
for
it here
you.
first. Total immersion D&D.
It's copyright to us, so, you know, years to come when
You should
virtual
see.
reality's working. I'm getting the money for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid it says here that you've been pierced.
He drives your pencils through your hand. Imagine it.
You're like,
You should see what happens when you cast power word kill on someone.
Yeah, kill him with a dictionary.
Now I know the spell says it's instant death, but trust me, this is gonna be slow.
My favourite kind.
We'll have a good slow death.
Turns out he's got the Penguin books for kids, so they're all split up by letter.
Hey, bang!
It goes through the whole alphabet.
Can we get to Z before he dies? We just don't know.
We don't.
If you make it to Z, you win a prize. What's the prize?
You get to live
An entire set of encyclopedias.
with your blood on it.
Encyclopedia.
So you know it's yours.
So yeah,
so yeah, the rest of you are okay then, yeah?
Yes.
Coming to a shop near you.
Blood splattered encyclopedias.
Yeah.
Sick.
Well, let's bring this back around to Dungeons and Dragons. Well, technically we were.
We know
I know we were talking, but
We're
let's play Dungeons and Dragons,
We're
shall we?
professionals, we know what we're doing.
We didn't get sidetracked by stuff.
No.
Okay, so previously on the last episode, what happened?
We were in the Mad Marshes, finally got there. Ran into a
Oh,
bit of
we
trouble.
went for a ride in a wagon.
Ran into a bit of trouble first.
Fight.
We had a big fight.
Oh yeah.
Nigel.
Nigel.
Ass claps.
Turns out they turned up and
justice.
oh, we're hard, we can fight you. No, you're
No,
not
it
hard.
turns out you can. I am rapide.
You
Muy fast.
You appear to have a small hammer. You appear to have a small length of chain. And I've got this handy-dandy wand of magic missiles. And he moves faster than the speed of light.
Yeah. So
And I missed.
And I
And
hit
hit.
hard.
You
And
mi-
hid,
yeah,
I hid,
last
I hid
session
too,
it
yeah.
sucked. You missed quite a lot. That was I felt bad.
That's
for you.
unfortunate.
but we managed to sort of like
Punch real
Why are you
hard.
feeling
hit
bad
real
for her?
hard.
She's the one who chose to hit.
we roughly
You chose to hid.
I chose to hide. English.
Somebody needs the Penguin Guide dictionary.
You need your own encyclopedias, my friend.
he never gets the H, you see.
Yeah,
This is the problem. He's
You killed
Tap
him
some after
quickly.
all, yeah.
He's knackered by the time he
Take a
picks
leaf
H
out
up.
of your own
He's
book.
like, God, it really kills the forearms. Yeah, so did that, roughed them all up,
Yeah.
got in the wagon.
Oh no, Thingy turned up. The lady with her frying pan.
Oh yeah, she did, because she gave us
Oh,
that
yeah.
card.
Ginny.
Jenny, she gave us
Ginny.
a business card or something.
Give you a business card. Actually, I
Yeah,
don't
actually,
think any of
yeah.
you looked at it. You just went, great, cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the detective guy.
We said
No, it wasn't.
No,
No, because we-
Oh no, it wasn't. It was for the.
we looked at it, didn't we, last episode? Because I said we looked at it in the cart because I hadn't looked at it.
Did you? Did I just completely
Yeah.
not bother to
Yeah.
explain what was on the...
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. We said we looked at it, and you were like, "We'll go into it next episode." I think. is what you
Oh,
said.
was that right at the end of the episode?
Yeah.
That wasn't the message card then. This is another business card.
Yeah, no, it's
No,
It's
because
a card.
okay, I've done a boo boo. So at home, learn from my mistakes. Don't give too many business cards because they'll get confused.
Yeah, apparently 2 business cards is too many
one of
business
those
cards.
Rolodex you see in like Mad Men.
You know.
I just want to know: is it white? But is it the kind of white that?
Off white.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
off-white.
real nice.
Nice embossed on
Yeah,
it.
embossed right.
Ivory.
It's got a classic weight to
Yeah,
it.
that's what I like.
Pearlescent finish.
We met a couple of guys that sell fish.
Did.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the fish
A
people.
kenku.
We bought them, we
and
bought
a
Bought some
normal-
fish.
And yeah, you bought some.
Smoked some fish.
Smoked
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
fish
Smoked a
for
lot.
later.
Some fish.
We prepared a lot.
I mean,
of
last
fish.
episode there was some intense
Oh,
description
and
of
I made
organising
some
the wagon.
biscuits.
The
And
most
you
organised
tidied up
D&D
after me.
team
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
No.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah, you made a mess in my kitchen.
So that's become your kitchen already.
Yes,
He's claimed it.
100%.
Actually, I think Amaryllis, you weren't you making some?
She made biscuits.
No, biscuits.
Biscuits.
Buns or something. Wasn't it?
Buns of healing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Healing.
Buns of
Buns
healing.
of healing.
That's what
You'll find them at every pub in Devon.
that's what they call my ass.
Delicious buns of healing.
But yeah, did that. Rode across the desert.
Yeah,
I love
made it
it.
across the desert. Lovely road trip.
Yep.
Got to like just at the Mad Marshes, set up camp. I like stopped for the evening.
And I'm going for a poo.
That's what you said. and then she disappears off, and then there was like some kind of weird big flash of red light in the sky or something.
So it was like, it was like,
Yeah.
it was just
I
a
shouldn't
red
have.
glowing thunder that just
Yeah.
Close to
radiated.
And then we were like,
skies.
is that worrying? Should we go and find out where it is? And then,
So at the minute, I think the decision's being made that we go.
You and Norm have gone, have you not?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Fen-
Yeah, you two
Fen-
got-
We've
Fen-
decided we're just going to sit and eat fish because
We're
it's
going
more
to
fun.
stay because we've got to look after
In case somebody nicks our fucking wagon.
Sandstorms as well.
yeah.
Or Obi and Kel.
After the boys.
But we've told you if there's problems.
Come back.
Yes.
Yeah. Assuming that we don't instantly die.
I'm getting confused with the one shot, I think. Aren't I? We don't have sending stones, do we?
No.
No.
That was the one shot, wasn't it?
That's
Yeah.
right,
You
yeah.
know,
I
we can
just got
communicate to
to
Norm.
just got telepathies.
So Norm
Just
can...
double checking how.
Yeah, because
Find messages
Because I
before you
remember,
forget one.
we got sending stones, but I can't remember if it was this one or the
I can use this.
slight nod to the fact that we did a one shot, which was very good. It might be out by now. I don't know.
No idea.
If it
Give
is,
it a watch.
it.
It's great.
It's quite funny.
Here's a spoiler.
Top balls. Because we never experienced that here on Channel Devonity.
Air travel is the same.
Wait and see what that is.
So, okay, but Norm's got telepathy. That's why he went with you, because he could send a message with it.
Yeah.
We're not totally stupid.
Doesn't last all that long. I can only hold it for 5 minutes, but I
We're just
suppose
like
it
That'd be enough.
will. Yeah.
I have to be with it. Yeah. So me and Zeal were finishing off some fish.
Making sure the sandstorms are settled.
Yeah, make sure
Yeah.
the sound set up because did we untie them?
Yeah, we don't tell them.
I think we untied them and then we just let them sort of like mooch because I don't
You
quite
kept
know what
them
they do.
close by because you'd fed them.
Yeah.
And you think
Oh yeah, because we were talking
you hadn't given them any water yet.
Oh, we decided
Because
we didn't
we-
really have to yet.
We're going to hold
We
off
can
for a
go
bit
a
because they
couple
can
of days.
last a bit longer.
2 days.
And then we're
Food. It's
But
been
we
a day
said
so far.
we said we
Ration
did
it.
water in the morning, didn't
Yeah.
we?
set them up for the day.
Everyone's favourite part of D&D? Admin.
Feeding the
It's
sand.
important. You'd be surprised how many DMs catch you out with it. Like, you come back and your horse is dead. And you're like,
What?
Right.
Like you haven't.
We just left
3
it.
weeks.
yeah, it turns out,
Tied to a tree.
when you tied it to the tree and then you've been out there for a week, it died. It's crazy. Yeah,
Wild
so
wolves have
Who'd
eaten
have
it.
thought?
stick with your admin and also make sure you count how much gold you have because
Yeah.
it does catch up on you.
And smoke your fish because it makes it less fun.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
But not your Jackson.
Yeah. Don't smoke that fish.
Yeah. Just turn them away. How do you just turn them away the volley? Just turn around the lot. I just open a book up and stand it like that. So.
Let's put a sheet over his tank.
Nothing to see
He
here.
had the book away.
It's like it's a parrot.
He's like, he's got his little glasses.
I look down and I'm just like, and just,
Just one little fin.
I'm done.
turns out he's quite a quick reader. I'm going back everywhere. Yeah,
Look, I'm trying to cook fish. I know. I mean,
I mean,
Oh
it's bubbles.
just as they hit the surface, they go, ah!
I think that's where we left it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
It was like, in the scheme of things, a fairly peaceful episode. There was no
So
new,
far.
well, apart from the massive fight.
100% that's incorrect.
Really?
100%.
Should it be higher?
Massively, yeah. Because that's mine. And you're much more swole than I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
What have you done
Hit
there?
the hit
points.
points.
Oh.
Yeah, but what's the constitution
Chrissy.
modifier?
Yeah, what's the con mod?
Constitution's +2.
Yeah, that's probably why then.
Mine's only a +1, and mine's a lot higher than hers.
Depends what you rolled as well.
Have you rolled your HP, or did you not bother doing that anymore?
I
Fenrir
don't-
doesn't need HP.
I'm guessing she didn't roll it after level 2.
What's
Yeah, it automatically does it on
Because
D&D
her-
Beyond, but it
because-
takes the average.
Really?
Yeah, that's probably why.
Because she's only 22.
Really?
No, that should be higher.
That's
Yeah.
such a lie.
Well, I got 48 health.
Because
I've got
I've
42.
got 43.
So should I
Something's
should I roll the thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
need to roll
about
your
right.
health.
Learn
You need-
together?
yeah, let's learn together.
Let's learn together.
We'll fix that later. Don't worry about
The
that.
well, you
But
Here at
what if
Channel
I get in a big
Devonity.
fight?
I think we're going to learn this now.
We're gonna
Say.
learn this.
Get your players to
Would
handbook.
you like to explain how the principle works?
What, of health?
Yeah.
Every time that you level, you gain health points. Is that what you want me to say?
And how do you start? How do you start by rolling a character? Come on.
How do you start by... I don't know, I use D&D Beyond.
Stop saying D&D.
Addison!
Stop saying
sponsored.
D&D
Yeah, it's
Beyond.
free
We're not
advertising.
sponsored. I'm taking control.
Sorry.
Addison.
Correction. We would like to be sponsored by them.
True.
Addison.
You
Give
have
us
your
money.
base stat.
Please. As a man who does this on paper.
Well, thank you, David. Different classes have different hit die. At level 1, your base hit points are your maximum of the hit die plus your comp mod. So, at the
10.
very least,
12.
you'd be at 12 at level 1,
Okay.
and then you'd get an extra 2 minimum because of your con mod.
Yeah.
So, even without considering rolling the die at all,
You
should have 20.
Okay.
So what has basically been done
You've probably
is
rolled-
you've not been rolling the dice as
I
part
think
of gaining
yours is a
hit points.
So it's
So I
amazing
think
that
you
I've
should
not
roll
died
your,
yet.
roll your stats now before we
You're going to have
progress.
to roll it now. And I'll
Just roll it.
keep
So
adding
roll
it.
4d10 and just bump your health up,
Okay. 40.
you tank.
Yeah.
5, so 7.
Yeah, so here in Charnel of Devonity we are professionals
2.
and always come prepared and
That's
ready.
10.
And this was a situation we created so we could teach you
I think it's
how to
because
roll HP.
it's when you swap from paper to. It's always gone a bit screwy.
Refer back to a previous session where our rogue managed to go several sessions without a subclass.
So it's also on me because I'm not asking people if they're okay because I don't care.
Because he's just trying to kill us anyway.
Benefits you with lower health. So yeah, that was 20, is it?
It's
Yeah.
really useful if you guys stay low.
You're at 48.
There you go.
Sweet.
I want to dance.
Slightly
That's
better than 22.
Welcome to the
That
club.
seems a killer.
I was looking at it, I was like, there's no way.
Okay. How do I change that?
Have you got to that
If you
episode
click on
yet?
it.
You can manually change it.
The rat?
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
just
What do you mean have I got that episode?
Don't
Change a
worry.
max on it to avoid
48, yeah, and then click your max. Yeah.
There you
So
go.
just click
You
on
know
that.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Have a look
So
at
just click on new
Curiosities.
HP.
Curiosity.
No, down.
Yeah,
down,
the
down.
the
Click on
TV
that. In the middle.
thing.
Oh yeah.
I think she's talking about the Netflix show.
Overall,
We
max.
can mention Netflix. We ain't going to get sponsored by Netflix, I don't care.
Yeah, but what if we did that? It would be great.
Why would we
have
get
to keep
sponsored by
doing that.
Netflix?
Put that
Be
on.
crazy. Banter, yeah. We just literally have a show. We don't play D&D, but we're prepared to play D&D.
Yeah.
Pretty much what the show's becoming.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we had to play D&D.
Okay. Cool.
How we doing over there?
Seeing as we fixed
We're good.
it, yeah, she can actually survive now.
Yay!
Whee!
You
The
got
tank
through.
and tank.
I didn't learn.
Welcome back to Charnel of Devonity. We have corrected our
learn.
HP and we're raring to go.
Awesome.
I'm glad I noticed that. I was just like, whoa.
Wait, hold on. We're not level 1.
Don't even go there. You should be level 3.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm
I
kidding.
was like, shit.
You're level 12.
I'm gonna start throwing the studio.
I wish. I could do so much cooler.
Any
Light.
level you like.
Oh, sick! Level 20. Let's go.
Right, yeah,
Okay,
so...
now I'm ready.
Are we ready?
Yeah,
we're
ready
Jump
now.
straight in.
Yes.
Maybe. Has anyone else got massive mistakes on
Yeah,
their character
can we
It's an
sheet?
educational.
go-
Yeah, my name's wrong.
I'm in the wrong game.
Should be a hyphen in there somewhere.
Ah,
Or a hashtag. So we're going horribly wrong.
ZL?
Zero hashtag.
I've only nearly died once.
It's actually spelled with 3 silent Q's.
I mean, yeah, it is.
I think we're going like Star Trek Klingon
Yeah,
territory.
very good.
Should be
L.
Yeah. That's it. That's how you pronounce
Zeal.
it.
There's a few silent Q's around there.
Let's play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, let's do it.
That'd be
So,
great.
let's get straight into it. The thunders rage across the skies. And it's still fairly middle of the evening. About 9 o'clock at this time. Amaryllis, you wandered off into the distant darkness away from the campfire and said that you had to go poo-poo.
Make boom boom.
And off you went into the night.
Yep.
while you were walking through the various decrepit and old, devoid of life trees that scattered the area, you saw a flash of red thunder in the sky. And then another. But you continued to press on into the darkness, knowing that you needed to find a place of sorts.
A suitable quiet place to scream.
Meanwhile, Fenrir and Norman, you also set out into the darkness. And you too see that red flash. The red thunder illuminates some nearby insects and wildlife, little tiny stray lizards, little nighttime fireflies that just flutter. It's a wonder how they've survived out here in this desolate land, but here they are nevertheless. And you continue on, trying to find your friend Amaryllis, worried after that red thunder in the sky. Give me a stealth check.
What, all of us?
No, just Amaryllis.
You're not trying to be stealthy.
I'm trying to be stealthy.
10.
And both of you give me a perception.
There we go.
Roll perceptive. 16.
8.
Okay. As you're heading further north, you hear a snap of twigs up ahead, maybe 50, 60 feet ahead. Just enough that the skies are silent for that one split moment just as the twig snapped. Amaryllis, you continue on your route.
Am I doing a poo dance on the way?
When your bare foot reaches one of the twigs and snaps it.
And I've got very big hairy feet.
You do.
To be fair.
Norman Dawson knows that. He's had them in his mouth before.
Indeed.
I know that sound.
Bonding moment.
I recognise the sound of that foot.
I know that foot.
You realise that you, unfortunately, have made a sound that you weren't expecting, but continue to press on. What would you like to do?
Oh, I hope I find somewhere soon.
Give me another perception roll. Normand and Fenrir.
Oh, that bird is really far away.
9.
Okay.
Sounds like we're looking at the same bird.
Ooh.
You, as you utter this out into the darkness, at that moment in time you hear as the skies illuminate with red again. The thunder carries across the valley. So much so that
I guess
Torum and Zeal, when
we
you
see
are
our
in the
fish
wagon,
going a bit bad out there, isn't
when
it?
you are in the
I'm
wagon,
literally like chopsticking it, just like.
where you are
a
in
bit
the
much, isn't
wagon, the light also, and that thunder carries forth. It's getting pretty nasty. It seems to be a bit closer each time.
Probably a good idea if they come back soon, because
Yes,
I think it's going to absolutely, open up soon. shall I say.
yes, I was thinking quite the same actually. Can I check? Sound throwers are they acting weird? Or are they just like chilling?
Hey, give me a perception roll, actually.
21, baby.
Okay.
Real
You glance
perspective.
at where they were, and you realise they're not there. There's a spot where they no longer appear to be.
Balls.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm just like.
And give me a survival.
I'll do the same because I guess I would have noticed as well. He's just noticed as well.
Yeah, because I'm almost 100% sure I'd be like,
Yeah.
Seal.
You don't need to roll. So he's let you know that they're not. He's noticed that they're not there at this point.
Survival. That's a 12.
Okay. You can see there's a ruffle of the sandy ground. It looks like they've headed south slightly.
Just walk after them.
Yeah, you're gonna.
What are they like moving quickly, or is it just like
You can't see them. You can just see tracks of.
Yeah, but does the crash seem like they've been scuffed as it
Yeah, are they
gone to
like-
run?
It looks like they were probably spooked with the thunder. Something
Oh,
spooked.
okay. Right. Well, yeah, I'll give somewhat chase.
Okay, we'll
Always
continue.
tell your beasts, folks.
Continue down the route.
Sounds
Just a
like
little
we
bit
were,
back. The
talking
direction
about
that you
this
came.
literally minutes earlier.
In the meantime, Fenrir, Normand, as that flash of thunder dissipates again. You can't hear. You listen out for more sounds, but you can't quite seem to pick up on anything. Amaryllis, you continue on deeper into the night, listening out for something.
Amaryllis, you bitch! Get back here! I want to go to the carriage and sleep!
Give me another stealth roll, please, Amaryllis.
That's absurdly high.
21.
Okay. You make a quick right detour. And you think maybe you found the right place to be. And decide to fade into your environment.
All this to take a shit?
Fenrir, Normand, as you continue to press on, the tracks that you were attempting to pick up on Fenrir just go cold.
Okay. Let's stop here for a second and just listen before we end up lost ourselves. And Nora, maybe you're not the best person to ask, but have you ever seen red thunder and lightning before? Is that normal?
Oh, I think I'm pretty much the authority on what's normal.
Connoisseur of what's normal.
Yeah.
May I do some sort of nature or arcana roll?
Sure. Give me a history.
Oh, yeah. I'm somewhat worried. What's thunder? This is actually a first time for me.
Oh.
You get lucky because...
Yeah, it's one of the first times you've
I'm
ever
a
encountered
hobbit.
thunder, and it's also
Would he get halfling luck though?
no,
for one?
not near you. So
Oh, cool.
I'm trying to like intimidate this guy into telling me.
Oh, shake him.
This is normal.
so Zeal, you remain at the wagon,
I'm keeping an eye on him so I can see
keeping
through
watch.
feet of the dark anyway, so I
Yeah.
can see where he's going.
I'm like,
So Torum, you continue down the
I can
path,
see him watching the tracks.
tracking the Sandstriders. Fenrir and Normand, you stopped for a moment trying to keep watch.
Yeah, I'm just listening.
And at this moment in time, I need Norman, Fenrir, Viatorum, and Zeal to leave the room. Everyone is now dead. No, but not really. No, not really. You hear the owl hooting that continues to ring out that you heard previously, and you tread further away from your camp and the track that you were on. And once you've stepped further into this unending darkness, the owl hooting stops. Your attention snapped to a corner of a nearby rocky crevice. There's a cherry glow that's just merrily lit up a very handsome elven man, save for a scarred and burnt flesh stretching from his forehead to his chin on the right side of his face. You see those long platinum white hairs that just hides beneath his hooded leather. His leather hooded. We'll get there. Which hides his platinum locks beneath his brown leather hood, which is what I was trying to say. Lithe and immensely strong, yet commanding a nimble presence all at once. Dressed in green leather pants and a bronze chest scar with the crest of a wood nymph's face carved into the actual plate. A white, long shepherd's sling rests over one of his shoulders. Fire strap and two flintlocks glint in the moonlight, snugged against a leather belt strap, lined with their tiny metal ball bearings. This is the man that you know as Astrian.
Alastrum.
You You begin to head towards him. As he takes another drag in his pipe, that red ember just glowing, and he offers you a warm, welcoming smile. Amaryllis. It warms my heart to see you. Forgive me for putting you in danger, but the trail's treacherous here, and I may not get another chance to have you report in. I've been watching you. Quite the show you put back on there with the airships and Jadezra. And interesting friends you've made too. I trust you know what you're doing.
Always.
So, report. What's been happening?
I got these from the airship. And I passed you the documents. As far as I can throw.
He takes the documents. I won't open them yet, but this looks like what we're after. Did you have any trouble on the airship?
A bit. But it was covered up.
Good. You know, your mum and dad, they'd be very proud of you. Whatever happened to them, I know they're looking down on you, and with the biggest and proudest smile. Little Amaryllis is doing big things for the cause. Hopefully these plans that you've got us will help us understand the Water Guild, and why it was so interested in working with the Emperor in Colonia. Something doesn't seem afoot. Forgive the pun, little halfling. But, how are you keeping?
Doing alright. Getting along with these guys alright.
Yes? Takes another drag of his pipe and glancing over his shoulder, looking back into the darkness. And I take they didn't follow you.
I think they might be on their way.
Okay, then let's not take too much time.
What's with the lightning and thunder? Is that you?
No, I wish. In the valley out here, you can't dictate what this place will do. This is the mouth of madness after all.
Yeah, we're on a quest.
The quest?
Find the Eye of Gahunda. And I think that if we get this, we might sort all the water problems out.
This could help.
Could be good. Yeah.
And what of your companions? Tell me of them.
Wow. They seem quite jumpy. They keep sitting me down and saying, "What are you all about? Who are you?" And then they get completely distracted. And they say they're not going to let me out until I tell them what I'm up to. And then, a few seconds later, something else has happened and they just... So I haven't had to tell them anything yet.
Well, if necessary, use your imagination. Tell them whatever it takes to get them on your side.
They seem good people. We're all working together on this.
Good. And do they have the Ishara?
They do.
Good. That is still your target. When the time is right, maybe try to win the trust of that little thing. We need it back in the Lunar Glade.
They want to bring it back to the Lunar Glade. I think that's on the horizon. They've talked about wanting to take him home.
We don't need strangers in the Lunar Glade.
Okay.
When the time is right, take the child and return.
Okay.
I'll keep watch in the meantime.
Okay.
I may not be able to keep watch where you're going. For deeper into the Mad Marshes. Even I wouldn't attempt to tread there. But good luck.
Thank you.
I'll attempt to Make contact soon. Continue your mission.
I shall.
And then he disappears into the night. Almost as quick as he appeared. And you're left standing in the darkness.
Right.
What would you like to do?
Well, I could hear them behind me. So I'm just going to ruffle myself up a bit and then head back. And then when I bump into them, I can say, oh, wow, needed that.
Okay. If you want to ask them to return.
You need the little coochie Cody one.
Okay.
We don't talk about the little coochie on this channel. There's an honest Christian channel.
You want to hear about that? You go to the podcast.
You subscribe to the OnlyFans.
Okay.
Has she managed to shit yet?
Yes! Yes!
We had to roll some strength and survivability rolls, but we got there. Yes.
We said this outside.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
it's
said
death
no, we
save.
lost another rogue. We're going to make a obituary for all the rogues we've lost. One lost in a jail, the other died from dysentery.
But to be, you don't know where Mossy is. So.
Oh no.
No, we've just given up with that.
We had a little picture. We know he's somewhere.
We know he's captive.
Yeah, we know he's captive.
Yeah.
He's
not
fine.
out of the
We'll
woods,
pick him up
definitely
later.
shit, so.
It's like a... What's it called?
Could just be in jail.
Yeah.
Could just be in legit
He
jail.
did like to rob people.
He did do a bit of crime.
That is true.
You, Fenrir and Norman, as you're waiting in the darkness, you hear some other twigs beginning to crack and snap. And soon enough, just behind one of the old dried trunks, you see Amaryllis.
Oh. Hello.
Oh, that's where you are. Did you finally pass the beak?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's not nice out here. I don't trust Red Thunder.
Yeah.
We should get back to the caravan.
Can I have a lift, please? I'm feeling tender.
Hold on.
You do?
I promise I wiped properly.
Prostitution. Just in case.
Thank you.
Give her a clean down and then hop on.
Thanks.
I'll carry you back.
Free
There's
ride.
another flash then.
Oh.
Amaryllis, have you ever seen red thunder and lightning before?
No.
That's not normal, is it?
No.
That's not normal
No.
nature. No. We should get back quick.
Yep.
Quick.
Okay, so are you all gonna head back?
Yep.
He's going to send us all out the room for David now, isn't he?
So you, you all begin to head back, but the route you came.
Yep.
The three of you. Fairly uneventful. Meanwhile, Victoria, you head south a little more, and fair enough, just in a slight little clearing, hunkered to a sort of side of a little rocky outcrop, you see your Sandstriders.
Okay. They're alright?
Yeah, they both seem fine. They're standing there, just trying to take shelter slightly. They look a little bit fearful, but they're, a little bit of a squirm here and there, but they are okay. As you head closer to them.
Okay. Still got their harnesses on? Yeah?
Harness is still on, yeah.
Okay, I'll try and lead them back.
Okay, give me animal handling.
Lead them. He's going to stand
Don't get
one
trampled.
foot on each.
No, I'm pretty good with animals.
He's going to
My maths is terrible. 22.
22. Okay, yeah, you take their reins and begin to lead them back. Takes you a few minutes, and yeah, soon enough you're back at the wagon. And what would you like to do?
Probably time, because there's tides on the side of the wagon, I'll probably just time the side of the wagon.
Okay.
Just so they don't leg it again.
Okay. So you begin to tie it onto the side of the wagon, make some good, serious knots. And just as you're doing that, you see Amaryllis, Fenrir, and Normand heading back towards the wagon.
You found it.
Yes. Everything alright?
I think so.
Hopefully.
Not sure about this this red
No,
sky.
yeah, Sandstriders weren't overly happy about it either. Was I just like patting them, I suppose?
Yeah, you comfort them. They seem
Yeah.
the standard. You know that they've got that camel kangaroo quite across to them, but they seem okay. It was just the general flash of thunder.
Just sort of took them off guard.
Just made them a little bit fearful.
Apparently thunder's not meant to be red. I know that now.
Can I check on the thunder?
Are you checking it?
It's
Sure.
red.
Yeah.
It's lightning would be
Yeah.
red.
Yeah.
Would you want to try and see if it's natural?
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That's why I need
yeah.
to spot that as well. History?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, can I do, yeah, just have a quick check on it, see if I've, I don't know, just weather.
History?
I would say history for you, Zil. Survival for you.
Oh, I'm good at history.
What's that?
18 for me.
Oh, nice. Right, couple of 18s.
Well, the both of you. So, you haven't passed through Vesca really,
No.
but you do know, and you have heard tales on the road, that sometimes the thunder has been known to shimmer red in the skies.
Like a heat haze.
Yeah, it's a more heat-based thunder.
Okay.
You pretty much know the same thing from the various books that you've read when you were studying in your clerical in the orphanage actually.
Yep.
So this does seem a natural occurrence, nothing magical about it.
Good. Still don't like it. I'm going inside.
I'll say to me, yeah.
Kitchen's clean. Wow.
Desert thunder and lightning. Rare, but it does happen.
Yes. Yeah, I haven't seen it myself personally, not in like this, but yes, it's quite unusual. And that's it, really.
Okay.
Back inside.
Back inside.
Yeah, back inside. Well, you three have got your fish dinners to look forward to.
Oh, I like fish.
Thank you very much.
So you guys all head back into the wagon.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Okay, did you have a campfire going or not? I can't remember.
Yeah, we did outside because me and
I
you
was
was
doing set one
The
up.
campfire is still crackling.
Is it raining?
No.
No. Oh, maybe I'll stick outside for a bit.
Well, I'll stick.
Yeah, I'll just sit on the roof
I was going
basically
to
for the time being,
say,
so
I'm going
you
to stick
can-
outside by the campfire because that way I keep an eye on the striders. No?
Yeah. That's why I was going to
Okay.
sit on the roof and just
Yeah.
kind of keep an eye.
Can I check Squiggles? Is Squiggles okay?
The boar.
He's dead.
My God.
Every time a Squiggles dies, the thunder turns red.
Actually, when you open the robe to look inside, you see Squiggles is slightly hunched over, holding his stomach slightly.
Oh, you hungry? Would you like some fish, Squiggles?
There's loads.
Awesome. I'm going to go give Squiggles some fish.
So as you reach down to try and give him some fish, he just sort of
He's
sort
ill.
of waves it away.
Oh,
He's just scared.
He's dying.
Squiggles doesn't want to eat.
Don't feed
Does
him
it want
after
any
that.
fruit?
Something's horribly wrong.
Yeah, Squiggles always wants to eat.
Doesn't he normally eat fruit?
Oh, he's eaten whatever I've given him.
He's not fussy.
No, he's certainly
Oh,
not.
I think I just managed to put two and two together. Well, I mean, he's not exactly normal, is he? He is like a little baby celestial, isn't he? So if he's spooked by creepy red lightning thunders, then, I mean, maybe it's something nearby that's actually spooky him. Maybe he's...
I'm going to take Squiggles inside.
Why don't you see if he might do a drawing for you?
Yeah, I'll take Squiggles back into the caravan.
Calm him down a bit. Give him a bit of paper. Might take his mind off the stuff.
Yeah.
We really need to get him some crayons.
See you next time we go to a shop. We'll get him a fresh set of pencils. Okay, I'll take Squiggles inside. And I'll take him...
Give me a medicine.
Oh, I've never done one of them before.
Ah, Squiggles is actually dying.
18.
18. So you take Squiggles back into the wagon and you lay the little creature out onto I suppose your bed area, would it be?
Yeah,
or-
I've got the double bed.
Okay.
I'm biggest.
And one thing you notice when you take him out is he has a quite high temperature.
Oh, Squiggles has a fever!
He's got
Goodness.
COVID. Quick, get a PCR test.
Oh, no.
come to D&D to forget about the problems of the world.
We don't speak of the
See the name
event.
redacted.
Can I try, like, lay on hands with them?
If you'd like to.
Yeah. Maybe, like, just one of my little points.
You
to
can
see.
spend 5 to instantly cure a non-magical disease.
Sweet, I knew that.
We'll probably be sleeping anyway, so just do it.
Yeah, cool. Can I do that? Can I, like, try lay on hands?
You pull out your rather large, man, burly hands. Your sausage fingers.
I'm
going to heal you now.
And you lay them on the little Ishara. And you feel the magic course through you. This white glow appears around the little creature. The fever seems to remain, but he seems a bit more rested.
Okay.
And he kind of turns his head to look at you with his large black oculars, and then blinks them. Makes a little sound, and then turns his head.
He is now.
Turns his head over to one side, and just begins to rest.
Okay. I think I'll let him rest for this evening.
Let him
I'll leave him
sit
there. I
down.
won't, like, put a blanket on him, and then if he's a bit warm, I'll leave an apple next to him to know that he really likes apples, and maybe he'd feel better if he has an apple. And I'll just leave him there chilling, and then pop back outside.
Okay.
He feels a little better, I think, but his temperature's high. I'm not really sure what that means. We know so little about him.
That's kind of the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
We don't know what he is. Well, we kind of know what he is, but not. He can't really communicate with us either, so that's kind of
I'm a little lost. What's happening?
Squirrel, he's not.
Oh.
In the
I
best
noticed that he
places.
didn't look particularly well. Well, he refused food. Which is the first
That
time.
is unusual, yes.
I used lay on hands. It seemed to make him feel slightly better. He seems happy to rest, but he still feels very warm.
Okay.
So I've just left him in the wagon with some food next to him.
Might be worth offering him some water.
Telling you, it's probably a spooky celestial disease or
It
something.
could very well be.
Something that regular old peoples just don't get to do. Unless you're, like, super amazing.
Super amazing. The only person that we've ever known who's known anything about him is Fizzlewick.
Part of me kind of thinks maybe it was better he stayed with him.
Do I,
Just don't trust him being in Jadizra.
Ow.
medicine-wise, so would I know, like, any, like, the basic forms of what you do for a fever?
I think I know what you mean. Is there any herbs around
Yeah.
that we could possibly gather and like?
Yeah, something like that. Something like sort of
Calm
like
down.
rangery medicine, like for creatures.
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
I guess that might be
I'll
something
do
we
it,
could
I'll
find
do
as
it.
we get further into the
Valerian
story.
or something.
14?
20 for me.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm very good at medicine. That's fine, isn't it?
You
Start spitballing around the fire.
you know, there's a few various berries, and especially out here in this rocky area, if you can find some like a very type of like a dry weed. It grows out. Not like that. A dry weed that grows
Medicinal.
Get his appetite back.
Oh yeah. It grows.
Other munchies.
Somebody sitting on there. Let's get a little business.
I do
with that
not
going.
want to imagine Squiggles with the munchies.
No.
Start eating us.
I'll pass that on to the Tormsy. Do you know about this, whatever the weed's called or something like that? Do you know what it looks like?
You know the kind of weed, and you know the berries as well. So there's a type of berry that does grow in swampland mainly, but that would be further in to the marshes.
Should we keep an eye out for that?
Yeah.
As we get
keep
further
an eye
in the
around,
markets?
see if we still come across anything like that.
Yes,
I think
It might
we're not
help.
going to achieve much
Might not.
tonight.
I think I spotted fairly quickly.
In the meantime, you know that you can wear a piece of cloth there
I
on
was
his
going to say,
forehead.
you feed a fever and you starve a cold, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Because the body's burning a lot of energy to try and get rid of it. But he's not hungry.
He's not hungry, but he is resting now.
Just keep him cool for the time being.
Yeah,
That's
I
the best bit.
didn't blanket him.
I mean, he is quite warm out here as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what his natural environment is like,
Yeah, that's the thing. We know so little. It could just be too hot.
but from the images we've seen or whatever, it does seem like a foresty kind of.
Which would be much more
This isn't a
cool
forest,
and
this is a
humid.
desert.
Yes.
It might even be a case of him dying because he's not home.
Yes. There is also
Well, then there's
another
nothing we
option.
can
That
do
is
about that.
Nope. I'm gonna go see if I can talk to him.
You gonna go into the wagon?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to see Squiggles and go cast tongues so I can understand every language.
Okay.
He's been real to do this.
Real handy if you could speak. At least if I know he can't speak, it's probably because he's a baby.
So he's asleep at the moment. You'll have to wake him. Is that what you want to do?
Squiggles.
Maybe leave it to the morning. Or...
Believe that.
Yeah, he's in there.
Okay, so Norman, you head in.
Wake up, you little shit!
You begin to try and.
What are you? Tell me!
That's what they say, right? Shake the baby.
So you begin to slowly wake Squiggles.
Squiggles.
He looks over and his big black eyed blink and take
What do
you
you
in.
want?
Almost like hazy at this point, and you can see like just a very very thick piece of sweat that just dribbles down the top of his forehead.
Squiggles, you have to tell us what's wrong with you.
So with speaking tongues, is that just for speaking, or is there a psychic connection, or
No, I just understand every language. What the spell does. If a creature can speak, I can understand it.
okay, okay. Then you cast it, you try to speak, but you don't get anything back.
Alright then, go back to sleep.
While he's doing that, I'm going to get a bit of a rag and just wear it.
Yeah.
Prestidigitate and cool.
Let's put it over his head.
Nice.
Okay, nice. So, yeah, you can't get any communication from Squiggles. You do use your other abilities to. You seem to bring the temperature down somewhat.
See,
Well done.
he isn't showing a rash or anything.
I can't see any rash at the moment.
It's not a colour change either.
No, it's
Still
like
very
no.
white as well.
Still very
Just-
wide.
Just yeah. So no colour change, no rash, just hot.
It just seems hot.
I'm tired. I'm not hungry.
Maybe let him sleep it off, I think. So
Yeah.
Best bet.
Yes.
Yeah, Tom, you can keep
Yes.
an eye on him after a
I
bit.
was
of
going to
trance
say,
going on.
if I meditate now, I'll watch him for the rest of the evening then.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
So I go up to the top and I'll just.
Bad news, he's a
So you're
baby.
going to take.
Yeah, I'll take my 4 hours now.
You're
yeah.
taking your kind of first watch
Yeah.
sort of thing.
I'll,
Or
take I'll take my 4 hours of meditation.
meditation. Okay, so is anyone going to take a watch?
Yeah, I'll do the first watch if you want.
You watch the baby.
Just you or anyone else? Or just you and your own?
I'll stay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't trust this red thunder. Freaks me out.
Yeah, we'll sit on top of the wagon and
Yeah. Keep an eye
Okay.
on
Okay,
the
I'll
side.
watch the baby.
Okay, so you're going to watch the baby Norman. Amaryllis, are you heading to sleep?
Yeah. Nap time after my difficult
Okay.
expulsion.
You all settle down into your usual routines. Those of you that are sleeping, you sleep. Those of you that keep on watch, you begin to keep watch. Fenrir, it seems like a relatively quiet night, other than the campfire crackling, embers begin to spill and spew up into the dark skies above. The red thunder seems to have lessened somewhat. You keep watch in both directions of the valley, and occasionally swapping which arc of vision you'll keep, just to keep yourself both fresh. You look closely up the northern passage of the valley that you're currently in, and for the briefest of moments you could have swore you saw something move. Can you both give me a perception roll?
As we can.
Oh, look at you.
Nice.
Your eyes are on.
22.
Nice.
24.
Nice. You see everything.
I'm on edge here. I'm like.
You,
You're on high
I can
alert.
see into the Mad Marshes.
You both peer into the...
While you're now, I touch you and I activate Eyes of the Night, so you now can see 300 feet in part. This is
so suddenly everything's
you
become
get
clear.
a better
You can see down that path. Both of you peer closer into the darkness then, and you begin to make out a series of shapes that seem to be approaching. You slip your hand to your weapons, ready to await your compatriots, when suddenly a dashing light just fills that darkness up ahead. For the shortest of moments, you're both blinded for a second, and when you blink away, you see tiny globes floating in your periphery, just as you lay eyes on a herd of glowing avaricinae. You've never encountered them, but you've heard of them. Pearly white deer-like creatures. They have red eyes that surge with a warmth, and they have dangling bioluminescent lures that just glows with this bright blue light.
Wow.
The herd begins to rush forward towards you down that path, and they go past the wagon, sending this dust of this dust of rocks, pebbles, sand in their stead.
I put my goggles down
Yeah.
and that are absolutely.
You place your goggles down just as the sand just, and then you, as they go past, you hear that. One of the avaricinae then turns its head to acknowledge you, and both of you lock on with this one deer-like creature. You only lock for but a short moment, but it's as if time freezes.
Intense.
And both of you hold the gaze of this avaricinae. It looks, and you just hear in the back of your head, blessings. And then everything begins to speed up, and the herd continues to head past, and soon enough you see it heading down south in the valley. And the dust begins to settle again.
I want to skin one.
That was weird.
That was a thing.
Did you have that strange time warp thing?
It did seem like time kind of slowed down. I'm not really sure what happens with that. I mean, I've heard of them, but I didn't know they did that.
I've never encountered anything like that. At least it said something nice.
It's true. I mean, it didn't say you want to kill her.
Yeah.
We're going to take your bolts.
Yeah.
I can see in your soul. I know what you did last summer.
You both feel like a warm glow inside. And for the next 24 hours, only once, but you've got 24 hours to use it, you can add an extra 1d6 to any ability.
Oh.
So perception, history checks, anything like that.
Where we can't.
Dex.
Oh. I feel fuzzy inside.
Almost like a blessing.
Almost like a blessing. Wow.
One way like,
As a paladin, I've never received a blessing from an animal before.
something new to write in
Yeah.
your book.
Yeah.
Have
Probably an
I heard
interesting
of
story
any
to talk about.
animals doing this before?
No.
No. But as you mean, I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Not even a dice roll, just straight up no.
No,
Just no.
No, I'll be like, I know I can. I'm surprised that they can.
Even though that you've some of you may have heard of these abolitionists before, you've never
Heard of them doing
known that they're blessed anyone.
Maybe it's a good omen for our future travels.
Maybe you thought you sneezed.
We could do something.
All that dust that they kicked up. Bless you.
I don't know. Something makes me think maybe somebody's watching us.
This baby's dying.
Stop it.
I mean, as in somebody higher up.
Well, about time.
Yeah, someone higher up. Oh look, it's an airship.
No, higher.
That's what all that red lightning was.
Yeah.
Definitely shows you that sometimes it ain't all bleak, is it?
Yeah.
The rest of your watch seems to go by uneventful. And soon enough
I've just
it
slept
becomes
through all of this, basically.
it's about 4 hours time. And it's time to swap.
Right.
Unless you'd like to say anything to each other. This is now your time to speak.
Well, I feel like I don't want to tempt fate of the day. You know, we were lucky
Bit of a
to get through
strange
that
day,
fight.
that one, isn't
Well,
it?
it's been
I
a
mean,
strange day.
started with a fight, ended with being blessed.
Yeah.
That's kind of slightly reassuring in a way. Like maybe we're on the right path after all.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm
Not
going
to
to.
be too profound or anything, but
I think
yeah.
I'm going to quit while I'm ahead and maybe go and get some sleep.
That might be a good idea.
Hey guys, who's gonna watch the baby now so I can sleep?
All you hear is me like stand up upstairs and be like, Norman, I'm on my way.
Then who's gonna watch outside for bad things?
I'll watch
I won't
it
worry
outside.
about that, I'll just do Neem's timing hut again.
Oh yeah.
And go back to bed then.
Can you get the sound striders in there as well?
No.
No.
Congratulations,
I
you're
guess they're
watching
outside.
the Sandstriders.
Yeah.
Wake up, 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 wake up.
Kick my feet.
I'll go
Be
down and
too
see
big.
Norman, put my hand on his dress. I'd say shoulder, but I don't know how much of it's left. How is he?
How is he?
Sorry, who? Squirrels?
Yeah, the one that's
At
dying.
the moment, sleeping soundlessly.
Still very warm?
Not as warm.
Okay, so...
What the small treatment you've been doing seems to have helped.
Okay, I'll just wet the rag again.
Okay. I'm spitting on it.
bit of aloe out of the old bag.
Yeah.
Norman, you'd like to get some rest, my friend, by all means.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, just get on the floor and sleep there.
Okay.
got a bed.
So are you not keeping watch outside, just continuing?
No,
Amaryllis was going to look
I was
outside, I
going
think.
to watch the sound striders outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I've had my full.
Well, the hut's up anyway, so...
Yeah, hut's up.
So you're staying inside to watch
Yeah, I'll just.
Squiggles, you're going outside to watch the Sunstriders. Okay. So, January, I see you both go to sleep.
Nice.
Norman, do you continue to sleep?
Sleep.
Sleep. Amaryllis, outside.
Everyone,
You,
leave the room.
Yeah, again. No, this next watch seems to go by a good hour before you notice ahead a few rocks from high above the valley bouncing ledge to ledge, tumbling and skittering away onto the on the base into the darkness. Your ear snap back then to the top of the valley as you just catch sight of something hidden by the darkness, bestial in shape. But you couldn't quite make it out, almost as if it pulled itself away from eye shot in the last very second. You quickly scanned the tops of the ridges, looking for whatever it was. And it's then above you catch sight of the storm clouds forming overhead. And then another flash. This time it's green.
Ew, okay.
That illuminates the sky directly above you. Another flash. And this time thunder echoes. And then another green flash. With each pulse of green, you can see the interior of the clouds illuminating for the briefest of moments. Give me a perception test.
Oh yeah, I remember green storms now.
Where's the perception? Oh yeah. 3. 12, 15.
15, okay. As that green hue fills the grey clouds above, you spot the dark shape of a tremendously large whale-like animal above your heads.
Oh, let's go, well.
It lets out an ear-shattering sonar cry as a smaller whale circles around the other.
You'll wake up like
Oh, God.
And there goes the caravan.
As you see this smaller whale circles around the other end, embracing dance of mother and daughter, or son, you suspect. A second deep cry reverberates above you as a larger whale materializes from the clouds. Another flash of green, then calm as the mother and child greet the third whale. The long fins, which are they almost seem they're kind of like double the amount of fins that you'd expect a whale to have. But these sky whales, where their fins themselves are slit into almost they resemble feathers, wings, but still that leathery substance that you'd expect. They move through the air currents and hovering at a point as they dance with one another, entwining as one as the three of them, now united once more, seem to head off back into the dark clouds and depart. You watch as these three magnificent behemoths let out a final call before another crackle of green energy lights up the skies one last time. And then they vanish beyond. The skies become very still and gentle, and quiet once more, almost as if these whales have chased off the red thunder from previously that was lingering overhead. And do you remember that majestic sight that you just witnessed, alone out here in the desert, while your compatriots all sleep?
Pretty awesome.
Most of the rest of the watch goes pretty uneventful. The Sandstriders seem less restless than they were. And soon enough, you realise it's time for the final watch. Who'd you like to wake? You've been keeping an eye on Squiggles the whole time. He seems calm, sleeping.
I'm going to wake up.
You did hear the very booming reverberation.
He's calm.
And I'm going to wake him up by stroking his hair.
Grabs by the head. throws out the window.
Suddenly grabs him. Wake up!
I see this occurring. I'm going to pick Squiggles up and lay him next to Fenrir as he's waking up in the dog well and just let him. Seems to be better.
Good. Thank you for keeping watch.
That's quite alright. I'm going to go outside for a shit.
There's a wonderful spot. You go.
I'm just going to go outside and sit on the top of the wagon.
Don't shit there.
No, I'm going to. I'm shitting straight down the chimney. I just go,
Here's your morning
Santa
biscuits, bitches.
Santa style.
that's what you get for messing up my kitchen. I'll go outside, do my elven business, and then I'm going to sit on top of the wagon, I think.
Right. All peaceful on the watch, Amaryllis?
Yeah, I saw this really amazing green lightning and there was lovely whales.
Oh.
And it's really peaceful.
The last time we saw some sky whales, we were on an airship.
to the ground.
Plummeting to the ground.
Very fast.
One of the last peaceful things that we saw.
The only peaceful thing that we saw.
The only peaceful thing that we saw.
So in actual fact, it's not a good omen. It's an omen for something terrible to
And as
come.
you're speaking, a dark shadow overtakes.
No!
I step outside.
Throw
It's
my
lit-
hammer
I
at
step outside. It's like 20 feet above my head, and I'm just like, shit.
Again, so I'm surprised. Right, I'll go check Squiggles, make sure that he's happy. You've like...
You can just lie there with him, can't you, really?
Oh, well, I'm awake now. I might as well. I'll come outside.
There's some tasking to do if you want to do it.
What kind of exciting admin have you got in mind?
Well, you were going to go through the weapons box and pick out what you actually wanted from what you didn't. We were going to try and sell it.
Should we check out that business card?
As you come out, it's like, oh, should we check out this? I'm like,
Sorry. I'll come back in a minute. Are you shitting on top of the... Okay, I don't know.
Just doing naked yoga on top of the figure.
yeah. Literally.
What, whilst shitting?
Start bonnet naked. I'm just like in the crow pose, like. No.
He's doing his elf business as well.
I didn't realise that's what he meant by elf business. I don't know elves very well.
Yeah. As he comes out, I'll
Nice to be
take the
walking
business
nature.
card out of my waistcoat, see what the crack is.
So you're naked but only wearing a
I
waistcoat.
was joking. I'm not actually naked. I'm sat on top of a wagon. I was well, the thing is, I
He was
bought
making
tobacco, so I
biscuits.
was actually going to have a schnick.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, can you begin to light up?
Yeah.
As you look at the business card.
Use the business card. Yeah, so light up, and I'm just sat up on the wagon. I'm guessing you're going to come and join me.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, so pass over the peace pipe. So open the jacket.
I'm going to
Pick
come
up
up
the
and
business
sit
card.
myself in between the two of you.
Do you not want to go to sleep? Because you're not going to have a rest otherwise.
You look at the business card.
Reset your abilities.
It's quite nondescript. It's black.
It's black.
The business card is black, and on the text there seems to be like a little picture of it looks like a shackle that seems to be connected to a tankard, and then it veers off and is connected to a neck of some description, and in text beneath that it says the Black Shackle Club.
Alcohol looks anonymous, isn't it? Shackled down by every drink that they can see.
And on the other side it just simply says
PTA.
drinks.
BDSM club, man.
The drinks.
Sounds
The
like
dress.
best.
The
Oh,
drinks.
that's the place that we didn't go.
What was it called?
No, that's the place, if you remember rightly, that wanted squirrels.
Yeah, I think that was the same place. That was like the underneath
underneath.
place, wasn't it? That we never went
What's
to.
the name on the card?
The Black Shackle Club.
Thank you.
Black Shackle Club. I haven't heard of it, have I?
No, you haven't heard of it.
Wasn't it like mentioned in like pub talk or anything like that? Or
No, actually, one thing you haven't actually recorded been mentioned at all by you, not by any passing by in by any patrons.
not something I've seen.
No.
Maybe one for zeal. Yeah. It's probably going to be one of those questions that he'd know more about than the rest of us. Maybe it's a question you can ask him in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not sure if it's a connection to moss, maybe. Be useful if it was.
That's what
I'm starting
Ginny
to-
insinuated, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ginny said this is what was found on Drew's
Yeah.
bedside cabinet.
So that
Yeah.
was the
Before he
gentleman.
had his eyeballs back.
That's the gentleman, yes. That, yeah.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, yes. Probably,
Okay.
yeah, it's probably something that Zeal might have a better understanding of than us.
A potential lead for
Yes.
when we have to go back to Jazira.
As I'm thinking over it to repacking the pipe.
Okay.
The Drew,
Yeah, Druve.
Druve. Didn't have any sound daft when you explained it. Didn't have any what we'd class as clan tattooing or signet ring wearing or anything like that.
It was actually something that you never checked for when you found his body.
Seems foolish, no? I was like, I'm just thinking. I'm not speaking aloud. Just thinking it over my head because it's
it's not something you checked for at the time, and it's not something you even thought to check off.
no. Once you work out someone's got no eyes, the rest of it sort of goes by the wayside, doesn't
The
it?
eye's kind of drawn to that.
I hear people need eyes.
Yeah.
Aye.
Is the sun coming out? Or is it still night?
Still night this time.
We've got one.
You've got one last watch.
Time to go. Yeah.
Yes. Is it eerily quiet?
At the moment, it's eerily quiet.
I guess it is that time in the morning, isn't it?
The sound in the night was very still, other than the last of the cindering embers of your campfire.
Yeah, it's crackling away beside us.
You can hear some crickets out in the distance.
A small screechy.
And
Very
then
quiet creatures.
And then something howling far away.
Howling.
Yes, it's one of those men carrying the fish. He's just stubbed his toe.
You glance off down both directions of the road
Amaryllis.
Before
She ate another
staring.
beak.
before staring into the crackling
Pepsi.
embers. Both could be a constitution test.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
It's Satan.
Standing in the middle of the road.
Oh,
Demons
we've not
crawl
done
their way
very
out of the
well.
ground.
No, we haven't. Is that one? Do I do that?
It's not very,
4?
Okay.
it's not very good.
Hey, just add your con.
Oh, so 5? Uh-oh.
We both rolled 3.
We did.
Say.
You're staring into the embers.
Somebody should have used their brush and not
You're
just
staring
Oh, well, I
into
didn't think it would be
the
that bad.
crackling embers.
We've just got carbon monoxide poisoning.
Right,
And all you hear is
should be okay.
I had to get rid of my carbon monoxide detector.
Did you?
Yeah, it kept beeping. Get me out of there, though.
don't do that.
Here at Channel Devonity, we check our carbon monoxide detectors on range.
We do. Don't do what David does do.
Don't be David.
You both stare off into the embers of the fire. And even though you've had your meditation, sleep is not something you usually want to do. Suddenly your eyes become very heavy.
Uh-oh.
And Venra, you too, feel very heavy. And both of you
Elves can't be
slump
magically
against
put to sleep.
each other.
But also, haven't you got
Yeah.
Tiny Hut up?
Yeah, that doesn't stop them from being attacked. Well, I don't think it does.
Is it?
Yeah.
What is it?
They
If
can't
it-
see. Yeah. If there's someone else outside it.
Is it? Because the thing is, I'm resistant to magical
Yeah, you
sleep,
can't be put to sleep anyway.
and I still slump over towards Fenrir.
Still slump.
That's got to be terrifying for me.
Let me see what
Guess you
protection
passed out.
you have.
Guess you're dead.
I guess you're dead. That was
That
the
is,
end of...
that is like, for an elf, that would be terrifying.
The next morning, Amaranth Normandy, you wake
Yeah,
up.
all creatures.
And you're compared to as a
objects
dead.
are blind.
All new characters.
Nothing can come in and get you.
And you'll never know
Protected.
why or what happened. No, I'm not that cruel. What
Hang
do
on.
So-
Spells and other magical effects cannot extend through the dome.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can't be put to sleep by magic anyway, so it's just
Divine power.
just desert nonsense.
Or the DM's just not checked what we can do again.
I just,
No,
I just slumped against you. If I wake up,
We had the nice thing. Oh, you got nice and bad.
do I wake up? No. Okay.
Yeah.
You're dead.
It's nice knowing you,
We shut
everyone.
up now.
Everything went black.
You're blind.
Suddenly you both snap back awake. You're not sure how long you've actually been asleep for. You look at each other. Just as you begin to readjust your eyes.
Calling it now, squiggles.
The campfire's barely cindering at this moment in time. Everything's become very eerily quiet. But there seems to be outside the dome, there's a strange, smoky mist. Suddenly you see bursts of red hot cinders flush against the sky, followed by a second flush of orange and red. It's then that you feel a very huge shudder in the ground. And then another. The ripple starts small, but the seismic shift grows closer, and you feel the rumble beneath your feet, or beneath the bums if it's on the way. You looking around trying to see what's going on?
No, I've definitely just cocked the pistol. I'm terrified.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything. I'm literally freaking out because I've never passed out, been forced to sleep. This is weird.
Does Robin wake us up?
I'm just
There's
I'm a halfling. I'll
Give me
sleep for
your
anything.
con roll.
All of us.
yeah.
Go on, then.
I get
was it?
advantage
Go on.
on rolls.
Oh, what's
We're
that?
talking regular
Ooh,
con or
yeah.
saving throw?
27.
Just regular.
13.
27.
Yep, 27.
How do you get
10.
27?
Because I've got the boost to con feat.
A boost to con
I
thing?
got +7 to con. There's a feat that does it.
Jammy bastard.
So basically anyone tries to stop my spells and I'm concentrating, I'm going to struggle to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
10.
Okay. Amaryllis, you continue sleeping.
Because I'm a halfling.
Norman and Jill, you do wake as the rumble in the wagon.
Fuck.
Out there in the darkness, you suddenly see another flash, the two of you that are out there. And you're trying to find the source of the shaken earth, even with your flintlock cocked, ready to go. Suddenly the skies sharpen with a red glow once more, but this time you see a huge monstrosity. Something that you've heard of before, known as a Gigas giant. Then the dark overtakes again, and there's nothing, just silence. Another thunderous shake soon erupts. So much so that you almost feel that you're knocked off your feet. Those of you inside the wagon that are awake at this point, you also begin to, you feel the wagon shake almost and trying to get if you're on your bed, you've almost been thrown off. If you're on your feet, you're shaking. Amaryllis, give me another...
Yeah, I'm trying to just hold
Give
to
me
the
another
side of the
con.
wagon going shit.
Can I hear them inside?
Oh, I've learned from my mistakes. I'm on all fours.
Like a dog.
You can hear shuffling inside the wagon.
And I say to
9.
Norm, what the hell's going on, Norm?
Still, as the shaking continues, you're still sleeping at this moment in time.
It's like being...
You notice
wrapped
outside the
asleep
sand
in
striders,
another.
where you guys are, you see they're also shaking as well and looking really agitated. Their bodies can bolt upright. Where they'd kind of started to settle down, they begin to have panic in their eyes, shifting nervously. Another red flash fills the sky yet again, and you see this huge hulking giant known as a Gigas, standing around 35 foot tall. In the distance,
Just walking past.
wading across the valley. The valley? The valley.
Valerie!
Leathery skin and this grotesque features are highlighted in this deep red glow in the clouds. You see these chip-gnarled teeth leaking huge globs of saliva and spittle that just pool in the ground beneath. Just accent the monstrous nature of this beast. As big rippling thighs carry the giant, lifting one thick tree trunk of a leg after the next. Each foot slamming down with such a thunderous intent into the rocks beneath it, sending fresh cracks of earth and stone spiraling up into the air. Two huge tusks from something far larger than you can imagine seems to adorn its back, wearing it like a mantle. And from a strap dangling at its body, there seems to be an incense sort of cradle that seems to be letting out a smoke of some description that just seems to be billowing around the valley.
Interesting.
Oh, he's a monk, so you just go and...
Can it see us with your thing that you've got cast over the thing?
Sliding.
No, because it can basically be invisible.
I'm sliding the hatch
You'll see the sound
door
stories.
behind me open.
Okay.
And I'm leaning to the best of my ability, trying to touch just the tip of the musket sling that's slung against the wall. And I'm just like trying to, like, because the musket's like stood up below me. I'm just almost my whole arm is through his hatch. I'm just trying to get my fingertips to it to get it up through the hatch.
Okay, give me a... I suppose we'll just go for... Just for the sake of it, as you're reaching down one hand, I'll say just give me a general athletics. See if you can reach and grab it from the position you're in.
16.
Okay, yeah. You do manage to grab
Finger in the sling, and I'm literally just
you
like
are using
sliding,
as quiet.
sliding it up through the hatch, and I'm just like, I just put my pistol in your hand, and I'm just like, on the other one, and I just take it back.
You don't have to worry, he can't see you.
No, and I'm
We're
just,
staying quiet.
I'm doing that very much like southern person sat on his porch, as the muscles like slumped this side of my body, and I'm literally like this, like just looking forward, like, because that thing is. Have I heard of one?
So even you've heard of storm giants, etc. before. They reach around about. They're about 27, 30 foot, but this Gygus giant 35.
This
is huge.
Monstrous.
Bigger as you've ever seen anything. Any giant that you've ever known.
Bigger than the biggest giants, we're all gonna die.
Well,
just
might not
see,
us, as long as we stay
do
quiet.
I know what direction he's going?
It just seems to be coming across the valley at this point.
Just mincing.
Not mincing, but yes, it is striding.
Right, we've got to record another one.
Why?
If you take offence to that,
Mincing's
we
being
need-
light-footed.
Yeah, you got a point.
Got sashayed.
With words, it all depends on the context that you take.
Yeah, he is a 35-foot giant, so I'm not sure how light-footed he can be.
Let's see how many different viewpoints the people of the internet have had one.
The shell of this giant turtle is worn as a central pauldron. You see long ship sails have been wrapped around its waist as a makeshift loincloth, and there's a huge club that's fashioned from a tree, and a boulder has been literally made fit for purpose. The Gygus takes another thunderous step as fresh earth and stone are ripped up into the air, the earth shaking beneath your feet once again, the sheer tremble causing you to try and stay your balance. I need all of you, apart from you, Amaryllis, who's
I'm still
sleeping
fast
through this,
asleep.
to give me an athletics test, please, at the sheer velocity that you're feeling.
Fancied for already being on the floor?
Yeah, you get advantage as you are on all fours. You have body state.
I've got minus
15.
2.
Hey.
13 saves me.
60.
Okay.
13?
Okay.
21.
Okay. All of you managed to keep your footing intact.
So just like hold ranger.
You just
He's
feel
like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting closer at this point, and literally, it's like there's a mini earthquake passing through your part of the valley.
It's getting shockwave after shockwave.
Yeah. After shockwave, you see more rocky earth that flies from the skies and coming down from where its thunderous steps have been taking it, and it begins to shower you, hitting the dome that you've already projected up, just spiraling off. And you tried to watch the beast in the night, keeping your sights on it, as more rocks and stone and even boulders are sort of pouring down. You literally are beginning to be sort of caught in a rain of rocks. You notice then that the Sandstriders who are outside your dome are beginning to rear back, panic setting in even more as they begin to try and rush, but they're pulling on the reins that you've tied to the wagon. They're
Say to
desperately.
Ranger, calm the beast.
The Gygus hasn't noticed yet, but you can see as they're beginning to squeal in the distance. You can see the agitation is building and building in those Sandstriders. What do you want to do at this point?
I'm going to have to try and see if I could calm them down.
Can I just cast calm emotions on them?
You can if you come out the wagon, but I'm inside. Are you're on all fours? Are you looking outside? Are you seeing? Are you keeping an eye on the Sandstriders?
I can see them. I can just cast it on them.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying. What have you? So have you actually? What do you have noticed them from inside?
Let's look through the hatch.
So you're looking through the hatch as well. So you jump off.
Yeah, I'm going to jump off and see if I can calm them.
So you jump off, Norman. You're literally through the hatch of the window, and you see Viatorum jump off at this moment in time.
Yeah, see me just
And
jump.
while he's doing that, can I ritually cast silence on him as well?
It's a ritual. How long does that take to cast?
Not a long ritual.
Yes. Very yes. It takes like an extra 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's about 10 minutes. You can begin to.
Try and do it 10 minutes.
You can begin to try and cast the ritual if you want. So you begin to
costs
hum and mutter, trying to cast this spell.
I'm just going to...
So when you see in through the hatch, you can open the hatch and attempt to cast if you wish.
Just remember if it's wisdom, if I recall. Calm emotions.
Yes. Oh, it's charisma. Make charisma saves.
Okay. So you lean out of the hatch, and as you're heading towards the Sandstriders, you see a glow of energy there.
Oh no, it's humanoids only. Balls. Ha!
You see a glow of energy appear from Norman's hand,
And I feel really
and
calm.
then you feel
Yeah,
really
you get
calm.
to have it.
I'm just really chill. I'm just like...
Whoa, there's a giant up there, guys.
Do you want me to do a Christmas saving for it? Or do I just...
No, I think if you're a willing subject, you won't have to take it, will you?
I mean, I could just make you immune to frighten for a minute.
I'll take it.
That might be good.
I think
Have it.
Don't you only roll for resisting, or is that?
So actually, it's 20 foot, so I can just make everyone immune to frighten. Everyone, get immune to being frightened for a bit.
I'm not frightened.
So everyone, yeah. So,
So
it
I
actually
guess you
quells.
won't have nightmares.
It actually quells the fear completely. You guys suddenly feel it's not so bad. It's just a Gygus.
I mean, I don't,
As long as we stay quiet.
Animal handling?
Please do.
that didn't work right, but I feel pretty good right now.
22.
22. You quickly rush it towards the Sandstrider, and
Calmly.
you place your hand onto the Sandstriders and begin to stroke them and try and calm them as best as you can. You see in the distance this Gygus giant. Its mouth opens and a horrendous just fills the area. Yet you somehow manage to keep the Sandstriders under control. As their rearing lessens and their squirming begins to silence, you hold your breath and you watch as the Gygus continues to trek across that valley. The shaking begins to subside
It's moving further and further.
as your hearts begin to thud at a regular pace. Well, you're already very calm at this point.
Oh, pretty chill, yeah. I'm just like...
Chilling. Whatever. Cool.
That was a close call, you realise at this moment. And the red flashes in the skies one last time before eventually it stops. And the Gygus seems to have headed off into the deep of the night. Everything is very still. And after the calamity that ensured, the rest of the night seems to go without a hitch. Nothing of gigantic proportions happens.
Can I go and climb up into the wagon?
Okay, you head a plan to the
Have
wagon
a
at that
look.
point.
What the hell was that?
I believe, Zeal, that was what they call a Gygus.
Why did we fall asleep?
I am not sure.
Was it? It's
You
weird.
fell
messy
asleep.
stuff?
Yes.
How did that
Yeah,
happen?
he passed out. I've never seen him do that.
No, it was quite unsettling actually.
Oh, that's definitely odd. That
Huh.
shouldn't be happening.
The incense stuff that it had, could it have been that?
Don't know. Can I have a guess if that's what
Was it
was?
literally carbon monoxide poison?
You
or
can,
the equivalent?
yeah, give me a medicine test.
Sure. For medicine, perhaps. 14.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out some paper and I'm gonna sketch a Geiger's.
Okay.
Because I've never seen one because they're an oddity to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna sketch it because
That was fun.
that was weird.
Okay, give me a
Sketch test.
Artistic test.
Give us a Neil Buchanan.
yeah, give me. I want
Be history. We don't
Performance.
remember what it looks like. I suppose.
no
Is it not?
histories. No, I would say.
Perception.
Performance.
Yeah, I think you're right. Performance. Performance sounds right.
Doing art's good.
Amateur level.
19.
Okay, you actually do a really good sketch. You're able to, as you immediately begin to sketch out. Yeah, you do manage to capture a lot of the forms of the Geigers.
For my 14 medicine.
And with your 14, so you realise that.
That's probably what knocked him out.
Yeah, like you actually think that it wasn't magical. Pretty much,
Gas.
it was like carbon monoxide, like being poison.
So it's probably that thing that you were swimming about that you said about it.
Are they? Well, yeah, you can see it in the sketch, I suppose. Right.
How squiggles?
Squiggles is dead. No, I'm kidding.
I'm
Come on.
Campaign's over, folks.
Well,
We're
time to start the
obsession
villain arc.
Yeah. If Squiggles is dead, I'll riot.
Want revenge on that giant.
Everyone
threat?
within a 5-mile radius is dead if Squiggles is dead.
Yeah, Squiggles a little bit was a bit agitated. Looks calm and actually seems sleeping again. Thanks to Normand, you assume. Well, I mean, you don't know why you all suddenly
We all
felt
just
very
feel
calm.
very calm. Yeah.
Let's not camp here again.
No, it's been rather eventful.
It's been serious ups and downs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there's been the thing with the eerie people. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you about that.
But yeah.
Yes, I'm a little bit.
Me and Zeal saw these incredible kind of deer-like creatures that glowed and they were absolutely beautiful. And as the herd of them ran past, one of them looked straight into our souls, it felt like. And time kind of slowed down a little bit and it blessed us.
Have you been spoken about Playboy?
No, it
It's
wasn't
definitely real.
It happened.
Speaking of
Do I
them
know
running,
what they're talking about? Do I
Yeah.
know what creature they're talking about?
You've, I'll say you both. You've. It's one of those rare things. You've heard rumours of such a creature, but it's not sighted very often.
do I think the reason they were running is because they were running from that?
You could put two and two together, and think that perhaps they were.
Cheers for the warning, lads.
Yeah.
Run, massive giant.
I'll say that
can
to
tell
him.
they're
I
not
think that was why they were doing it, of course.
Yeah, all it said was blessings, not
Makes
hey,
sense.
there's a
Yes.
massive
They
giant coming
obviously
that's going
knew
to
it was
knock you out
coming.
with carbon monoxide
Well-
poison.
Well,
Like, cheers, mate.
yeah. Well, probably was the
Told you,
last
it's gonna-
sentence. For
Yeah,
me to
probably. Yeah,
communicate
it might not.
In full gallop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense why the Striders have been playing that.
Yeah, they probably sensed the ground and knew something was coming. Not just a storm.
Is Squiggle got carbon monoxide poison? Is he just like super sensitive to it?
He's got a lung full.
Is he doing better?
Sorry?
Sorry, I was in character poison. Is he doing better?
Squirrels?
Yeah.
Now he's been calmed, yeah.
Is he still hot?
Still got a bit of a temperature, yeah.
Okay.
Are you all outside at this point?
No,
Yeah, so those of you that were
still am.
discussing outside and chatting, and
Yes.
you can actually hear the faint snorings of Amaryllis.
Not anymore.
How did she
oh,
see
you've woken
through
up?
I
that?
know, I've woken up now. Because I'm not being rocked to sleep anymore. So now I've woken up and I'm starting to cook breakfast. Because I'm a little bit hungry.
Oh no, you're not.
As I'm crying that my kids.
See Norman just going, no, we are Torms and not touch the kitchen.
Go out!
I'm just looking through the small window in the side of the caravan, just
here.
at the back of your head, and I'm just like,
It's not calm anymore.
she's put water straight in that skillet.
Oh my god.
Do you understand?
I do.
I seasoned that thing 3 times, and she's just got water right in it. I'm just looking at you doing it, and I'm just like,
So you just feel his eyes upon you.
yeah.
But you continue to cook breakfast as the morning
I just simply put the pistol up.
Chases.
I just like turning my wrist, and I'm just like, yeah.
You're like, would anyone really miss that?
I just take the hammer action off, and I'm just like,
It went off by accident.
I just look back under my waistcoat. I'm just like, one of these days. Yes. I go into my
the morning begins to
bees
chase the
kitchen.
night away.
Yes.
Good.
And the faint smell of Amaryllis cooking breakfast.
Poorly.
Can I have a look around the road to see if any damage has been done from this thing?
Well, so you can see some various boulders.
What I don't want is just trying to get on the road and there's a fucking big boulder in the way.
So you can see some boulders and rocks that were thrown with the
Yeah.
with the huge shattering of just under his feet. But the road seems clear enough. There's a few indents, but you think you can
Oh
get
great,
around them.
potholes.
Is it like... Sounds daft. So are they erasing with themselves, or are they something that's made by magic?
That is something you don't know.
Don't know. Okay. So... But they're humanoid looking.
What direction was it going? Was it
I'm
going?
gonna take a wild
It was
guess.
going away from the direction
Probably.
you're going.
Oh, right, so it's going the opposite direction. So towards tradition, basically, kind of.
Kind of. You come off the trade route, so it was either heading towards the trade route or it was staying off the trade route and continuing further east.
Right, so miles away from where we're going then.
Yeah, good.
That's good.
Yes. I go and stand over Amaryllis.
I give you a big hug. Morning!
Good morning, Amaryllis. Good morning.
You do all have the benefits of a long rest,
Yes.
despite
Thank
the
you.
night.
May I also roll for my wand recharging a bit?
Of course you do.
I'm not in the habit of telling people what to do, so I'm going to simply offer her assistance. Good morning. Would you like any help?
Yes, please.
Splendid. Would you like to put the water on and carry on with the cooking? And then I give her the kettle, and I'm thinking to myself, she can't fuck it up.
Watch me!
And I'm like, I bet she put sugar in the wrong one.
I'm really sorry, guys.
Little side note,
Cups.
they got the wrong cups of tea over there.
There's only 2 of them.
Yeah. It's 50-50 chance.
Should I water the sand stripe?
No, I was just going to say, should we do that?
the watering can.
They know...
With the
Get like a
kettle.
petrol
Because
pump.
we worked out, and we
Put
worked
the
out how
arms.
much it was.
Yeah.
With
So,
the tail.
yeah, go with zeal.
Yeah, so it's
I know how much to give them.
so if you give them
Enough
enough
to ration
water, it works out that you'll lose about it's about a day's worth of water rations
Water for ourselves,
to
yeah.
feed them for 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go out with you and see. This is how
Well,
much
feed
to
them,
give
to
Not
quench
too
their
much.
thirst for 2 days.
Yeah.
She'll get like a bucket.
Make them thirstier.
Yeah, I carry on with breakfast. I'm going to use up some of the tomatoes.
I'm going to put some eggs in the kettle.
In the kettle.
Yeah, I'm going to boil them in the kettle.
I've actually seen someone boil an egg in an electric kettle before. At a university.
Really?
Wow.
Mm.
Can't stop the people around.
Yeah, very Bear Grylls.
Roll survival.
Roll survival.
So
Can we, like, be on the move whilst we're cooking breakfast.
Absolutely, I was going to say that you
I'll start
begin to
hitching them
cook
up. I'll just give them a pat down.
Well,
make sure
you
they're all right.
two know the routine with hitching them up anyway.
Yeah.
You begin to
So-
cook your breakfast and you begin to get the wagon ready to go.
Yeah.
The thing
I'm
is,
going to
we
go
got-
outside
We got smoked fish, so I was thinking smoked fish.
with my cup
Little
of
bits
water and eggs.
tomatoes, some toasted bread. Lovely.
What have you lot been up to?
Oh,
That was a big man.
Oh yes.
I can't believe you slept.
Show
Incredible.
Amaryllis my picture. Yes, this is Geiger's. Like show her my drawing.
That
It's a
is
stick man. Like
With an angry face.
You've accidentally drawn a perfect sketch of real life David.
it's me.
He looks like a friendly character.
Yes. Carry on with breakfast.
Okay, you continue breakfast. And you're going to continue moving.
I'll just keep an eye on Squiggles because he's in the he's
You're still sleeping sound.
he's a floor above actually. Every now and then I nose up, just check on him. I think.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The fever hasn't broken, but you seem to be better.
February, should we get this wagon on the go? You will sit
Yep,
up with me?
let's get out of here.
Got the old wagon on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll sit on top.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
once the breakfast cooked, I just pass them through anyway.
Okay, you jump under the wagon and hit the reins against the sand straddles and begin to pull the wagon back onto the arduous track. Wheels bump over loose debris and you spot another series of bleached bones, this time belonging to a Carassia hound. Another 2 hours of travel
I'd like
pass.
to animate dead it.
Another 2 hours of travel pass as the valley twists and turns. By this time you're enjoying and eating your breakfast and have finished your breakfast.
Thank you, guys.
The valley twists and turns, sending you south. The sun is blisteringly hot, as it was the last day of travel too. Sweat amassing on your brow, causing you to wipe it away, but as quick as perspiration formed, it was gone. Dry, parched foreheads becoming a little sore in the process, every time you were wiping that brow. Eventually the valley opens up, giving way to a series of sand dunes, in a blinding flash of sunlight as you squint and peer out on the horizon. The red rocks of the jaws of madness have been replaced with dusty outcrops and more shriveled trees littering a barely visible path leading over the horizon. You follow the path through the desert as it veers off in a southwesterly direction now, heading up a steep incline before you drop back down into a cluster of dunes. The sun glints in the distance, sparkling as if the rays of light were catching against a shiny surface of some description. Give me a perception test. Those of you that are at the front of the wagon.
I thought we were going to some marshes. We appear to be going into an even drier desert.
7.
It's a sandier desert than the last one.
Yeah, overall you okay. So you squint and shield your eyes from that immense sun when you spot a hulking silhouette of what appears to be a hull, like a ship's hull, with sails that are blowing in the very shallow breeze. Then more glints, and you spot 2 more silhouettes moving in smaller looking vessels, darting between that large moving shape. What would you like to do?
I'll knock on the little door and slow and shout to Beer talking. You might want to take a look at this.
I will, come over and have a look with the monocle.
I'll slow down a bit so he can climb up.
Yeah. Good. That's big. 26?
Okay. You see that those the shapes become more apparent once you use your little eyepiece, and you realise that larger shape is actually a stationary the stationary hull is in fact an airship. It looks like it's crashed onto the ground.
Crazy.
Of course. Their only state of existence is crashed.
The 2 other moving ships.
Taken off or in the ground.
The 2 other moving ships are in fact dune skimmers, and their sails seem to be a mast wide, and they're thrusting them through the air at a tremendous speed.
You've got to be careful. Is that these?
Are they stripping it?
Yeah,
Or are they
these
like,
stripping it
the
was saving.
piratey people.
do they look anything like the ones we sent? The buzzard boys, or whatever they were called.
It's boys.
So no, they don't look like they're wearing any amalgamation of. See, the buzzard boys were wearing various bits of armor. There was no real uniform to them, but the people in these dune skimmers, they all seem to be wearing kind of like orange flowy robes. Some of them are wearing overalls, but they generally look like they're in some sort of uniform, so potentially belonging to some faction of description.
How far away are they?
They're about 300 feet away at the moment.
I'll say yeah. So.
Is that on the path that we're heading?
It's through you're going through this long stretch of
The
sandy
maintenance
dunes at the moment.
workers.
Okay. Well,
It doesn't
Come to
look like
fix the
scavengers.
no.
Well, not like the ones we see
It
now.
actually looks almost like a salvage crew.
Should we just slowly take it easy?
As you're,
See if we get flagged down on the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, we'll just kind of crawl back. Kind of.
You begin to crawl slow.
Rubbernecking.
I forgot. They're wearing orange uniforms. They're the AAA.
Okay, well,
It's the airship.
airship assistants, yeah. Airside assistants.
Airship ground assistants.
AAG.
As we call them.
Ironically, it's the
Oh,
same
it's
song as
weird.
you make when you crash it.
Yeah, they always call for them just like that.
Dear God. You get a little closer, and you notice that the just before that crashed airship, the ground is shifting slightly.
It's sinking.
Shifting, like bulging, almost as if something is burrowing beneath the ground.
What nothing to do with this.
You see the dune skimmers now. They're heading toward the airship as fast as they can, and you can see, especially with your monocle, you can see on the airship. You see a man, a woman, and a child who are waving their hands frantically on the actual deck of the airship.
Oh, they're trying to be right.
It's a rescue mission.
What's that to do?
Well, if it's being sucked into the ground, I'd rather not die trying to save them.
We'll go the other way.
I mean, they've got a sound skipper, so...
Yeah, they're better equipped than we are.
They're actually better equipped than we are. I'm more concerned with the fact that if this is the way we're travelling, why is that being sucked into the ground?
Should we get a bit closer and maybe just try and
Yes.
flag down one of the...
Maybe it's a question of where
Oh,
I don't
So
want to
they-
get closer.
So they.
Sandra's bad.
Yeah, but
So-
closer but like staying out of the way
So
of it.
is there a road we're on, or is it just
So
open ground?
the route that you travel through the valley of this valley of madness, as it's opened up, it's come out to this very big long sandy dunes, but the road continues. You can see this dust path that looks like it's continuing forward.
So what? They're off of the path.
So they're slightly off the path. Yeah,
How far slightly?
it looks like about maybe 100 feet or so off the path.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll stay to the path.
Stay on the path.
Right, so you continue on the path, heading down, watching the scene play out. You notice then that the ground towards these dune skimmers, something is flung up into the sky then, and then you see sand and rock which spills all around as one of the dune skimmers narrowly evades one of these pieces of large shattered rock that just smashes into it narrowly avoids shattering into its own hull. Hits all the sand as a big burst of sand and dust just spills into the air. As the ground lifts, though, from where all this shattering of rock and stone, you see this huge monstrosity, which looks like a huge sandworm. Thick carapace, beige flesh, and a pungent smell of rot and heat begins to sort of overtake your senses. You see its maws that just opens as it shifts and smashes back down onto the airship now. You hear the family of three scream for their lives as the father grabs at his son quickly, pulling him away from just in time from a snapping maw and a slime-covered tentacle that seems to slam down onto the hull of the ship. They shimmy further up to the top of the deck, and the airship snaps in two, but begins to slowly seem to be sinking into the bottomless depths.
Just like the Titanic.
The soundworm drags part of the hull down then and begins to disappear back into the desert sands. Again, you see the earth beneath the airship shift and bulge again, and you get the impression it's readying itself to try and bring down the hull next.
How big is it?
The sandworm. It's classified. Did you say it's a huge monstrosity?
So it's massive.
Yeah, it's massive. You hear a thunderous shake then coming from behind you as a third dune skimmer darts past you, heading towards the crashed airship as well. You see an individual who sort of leans out of his dune skimmer. He pulls one of the ropes back, using it as a kind of traction to just lean out, and he calls out to you, "Get out of here, or you'll be its next meal!" The sandworm pushes back up from the shifting sands, its circular, saw-like maw opening as terrifying carnivorous fangs protrude free, saliva and slime oozing from the gaping hole. The worm lurches down toward the airship, when glints on the dune skimmer reveal harpoon bolt that begins to hit and ricochet off the beast. Some of the harpoon bolts fly from the ballista on these dune skimmers, and some of them are lucky enough to pierce the worm as it howls out in pain. And you can see it's got a very fresh anger to it. Changing its trajectory now, at the last moment the worm burrows back beneath the earth, and you watch as that bulge of sand quickly heads towards one of the dune skimmers at a very alarming rate. The other skimmers, they follow instead, trying to support their fellow vessel as it makes a quick turn and heads away from the crashed airship. What would you like to do?
Is the worm moving away from the airship?
Yeah, so it looks like it's now following one of the dune skimmers. And the other two dune skimmers are following.
How far away are we from the
airship?
Let's say at this stage, you're about 150 feet.
150 feet.
Do you reckon we boot it across and try and grab him?
Might be worth it.
Yeah.
How fast can the Sand Striders go?
As long as we do it
If we
quick.
go flat out.
Sand Riders can do. They're fast. The whole point is that the reason you use Sand Riders and not horses out here is because they can manage the sand dunes much better. You can bound across. I'd say you can do about on these sand dunes 80-90 feet a turn.
Cool, double it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Ali can cast haze.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for telling people for me.
Oh, sorry.
Here's grand reveal.
Oh, my apologies. I thought you used it earlier. That's what I was saying.
But yeah, I'll say to you, I think we can make it if we have a little help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get
Wait,
on the side.
Fenrir, do you want to go on the roof and try and grab him?
Yeah.
Try and shout at them to jump.
Yeah.
I
You
jump.
grab them to go, and I'll try and steady us as we go.
Alright.
You veer toward them. Keep your eyes open. If
Yeah.
anything's coming around, you shoot that fucking thing.
Yeah, I'll shoot the worm.
Right, let's do this shit.
Okay.
And I'll just
That's
whip the
confident.
things. I'll shout to the Soundstros, "Run, boys! Run as fast as you can."
Here we go.
And I clamber through, join you on the thing, and
Okay.
cast double haste.
Double
okay,
haste.
so you quickly clamber through onto the Sand Striders, and they, as you snap those reins, they rush towards the airship as fast as you're able to, especially with the haste now. Their feet as they just spill up dust and sand in their stead.
Everybody get
Goggles
your
on. Bandana up.
The wheels in your caravan hurtling you at tremendous velocity now, just lurching up into the air a moment, and then slamming back down as each of those sandy dunes.
It's gonna get bumpy.
The sand spilled up in the air, a furious dust trail as you near the airship, or rather what's left of it at this stage. What do you want to do? Do you want to...
Shout out for him to jump.
Yeah, shout
And
jump.
hopefully Fenrir's gonna catch him.
Stood on top of the thing. Chuck your child.
Toss the boy!
We want just the child!
So, as you
Throw
get,
the small one to the worm! Save yourself!
as you gain closer now, as you're rushing towards you, realise that the family that have been trapped in this airship are actually halflings.
Oh, cool, easy to catch. Awesome. Chuck the
I
child.
can catch two of them easy, no problem.
So small.
Yeah.
I use
I'm not gonna try and
thermatology to
catch
make
one.
sure
I haven't got
that
the strength
the
for
shout is loud as well so they can hear it.
Give me a quick survival test.
Yeah. I use thermatology to make
So
sure
are you
that
on the front of the wagon or the back, or are you inside?
I'm on the front. Right.
You're on the front. That's fine. Don't worry.
Why?
Survival. I'm losing this. Survival +5.
I feel so small and useless.
Would you like some guidance?
Yes, please. 'Cause that's only
You got some guidance.
what's I say? 17?
In future, you're going to have to save before you do the rolls. But yeah, okay, I know that. You scan over the horizon and you quickly look for some kind of crevice or shelter, something that you can get to once you have these people, of course. And your eyes stop on a outcropping of rocks in the distance, forming. They seem to form a ridge, and then the ridge heads up into a small mountainous outcrop. There's a slick incline that makes up a path that you could safely traverse your caravan up if you so deem.
Right.
As you come into the eyeshot of the passengers, as you're calling out at this moment,
Yeah,
you
use the thermatology to shout.
okay, so you're booming it out at this point. They seem to they take note, of course, of the booming.
Get ready to jump!
They look your way. You see that the little boy is dressed in a red sleeveless tunic and baggy green pants. The mother dressed in a yellow wrap tied to form a sort of breezy dress, and there's also a head wrap as well. Rosy cheeks and a round nose, while the father is dressed in that orange jumpsuit of sorts and brown leather jacket. Goggles propped up just over his mess of brown curls. He seems to wear a satchel over one shoulder and gives you a very relieved nod of appreciation as he hears your voice.
It's a cruise ship. And they're just the family having a nice time.
It's all gone a bit.
As you get closer, he calls out then. You literally slam your wagon. Are you going to bring it to a full stop as you get
I've
closer?
got to slow down so they can jump as
Okay, so you begin to slow down, and then you hear the father of the group calls out and goes, "By the gods, strangers, whoever you are, thank you. I thought we were goddess for sure. Give 1,000 thanks for this.
Let's have people jumping! Come on!
Use your legs, not your lips!
I get it. Use your legs, not your lips. And then they begin to hop down over the broken hull of the airship, and one by one they begin to, the father and then the mother begin to quickly board your caravan. And when the father turns around to look for the boy, you see that he's quickly run back into the hull of the ship. And you hear the father call out and goes, "Leave it, boy! Lives are more important!" And then you hear him call out and go, "But father, your research!" And the boy tries to pick up a large wooden crate, but the top barely been held on. He drags and pulls at the crate, trying to move it along the hull of the ship, but he can't quite seem to move it himself.
How far away is it?
Oh, am I going to have to go and help?
What, the actual...
Yeah, how far away is the kid with the crate?
So it's about 75 feet at this point. At this moment,
Fling him up there.
at this moment in time, the father who peers back over in the distance, you hear him say, "You say, oh my God, by the gods, it's coming back, it's coming back!" And you can see in the far distance, you begin to see this bulge of sand as this huge worm seems
This
to
is
be now
apparently
heading
how
back.
people act in a panicked situation.
If you're going to do something, Fenrir, do it now.
I'm going to have to climb, go and help them.
Sterilisation.
I'm going to go.
You know, jump in?
I slide through the hole in the wagon and I grab my hook and rope and I let you do your jumping thing and I'm going to tie the end off to the wagon and I throw the hook as far as I can because it's only got 50 feet. So I just go throw it as far as I can, hoping that Fenrir understands my plan.
Yeah, so the boy is 75 feet into the hole, but you could throw the hook. It would still attach into the actual airship if that's what you're attempting
Yeah,
to
I
do.
mean,
So you've got enough distance to
throw
do
it
that.
onto the airship.
Okay.
because I'm hoping Fenrir gets my.
Okay, so yeah, you go. Give me a general dex.
Yeah, baby. That's more like it. 19.
Okay, so you swing the rope, and it just flies out into the distance, and you see it hooked over one of the railings of the actual airship, and just hooks on sturdy and tight.
Awesome.
Fenrir, you literally, are you hopping into the sand and then making your way up, or are you going to try and, or are you going to use the rope?
Whoever's quickest. I guess if I can make my way up the rope, it will get me like halfway up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only have a
We'll
25
leave that
foot.
there
If you
for now.
use the rope, you have 25 feet to then go. So
Yeah.
give me an athletics test to see if you can use your strength to head up the rope.
Shall I use my blessing on this?
I would, just in case.
Yeah.
Blessing.
Blessing.
And I'll do guidance on your touching guidance. So you got extra D4 on top.
So is this
We
athletics?
don't want you just fucking this up.
This is athletics, yes.
Yeah. One of them as well. Like that.
You're next to her. How far does that halfling luck go?
Oh yeah, it's for the whole party.
Roll that again.
It's not.
No?
It's just for you.
For you.
No, because I got the thing. Level 5. Which is for the whole party.
Please read me a thing. Read me a
Yeah,
good
please
thing.
read us the thing.
I mean, with it all, not too far.
Yeah, bountiful luck. When an ally you can see within 30 feet of you rolls a 1, a d20 for an attack, an ability check, or a saving throw. You can use your reaction to let the ally re-roll the die.
So you can do that.
So you can
So-
use your reaction at this moment in time. Yeah, it's possible, and you're older than 30 feet, so yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay.
I did something! Yay!
That's still fair.
I
So
helped!
am I adding all of this up?
Add it all together.
14, 19.
Okay.
Yay!
So you quickly managed to, on the ropes, you literally...
I helped!
It's that one.
Did you have a night one to start with? Jesus
Thank you
Christ.
so much.
So there's a moment where
grab rope,
your
tweak,
as you're first trying to head over the rope, your finger slightly twists off, but then you quickly correct yourself, and you can, there's that one moment where your heart just stops.
You
and
hear
see
the
Fenrir go,
highest pitch sound that Fenrir has ever made.
and then you continue and head up the rope.
Awesome.
Soon enough, you throw yourself over the sides of the airship, and you run like you've never run before towards the sun.
Toss the
The
child!
child.
Just grab him by the scruff of his neck.
child.
Are you going to help the boy with the shifting the crate, or just grab the boy? Or...
If I use Peerless Athlete, it means that I can run twice as fast and carry twice as heavy.
Okay.
They both are sitting
Nice.
one under
So
each shoulder, yeah.
I can grab the boy
Then just
and
jump
the
back.
crate and just
Then
get on a ballerina.
hopefully my second part of my devious plan will come into action.
Yes.
Okay. So, you literally you burn it towards this to the boy, and you grab him in one arm, throw him over your shoulder, and then you take the crate. And my God, no wonder the boy couldn't shift that crate. It weighs a ton, but using your little ability there, you're able to lift that
Strong
crate,
boy.
and you lift it up and go and just heft it over one shoulder.
Like it's a shoebox.
You at this moment you give the boy a quick look, and you admire the tenacity and determination of the boy as you struggle with this crate, but you're still heading back as fast as you can.
That's surprising because the words that came out of your mouth, from what I could see, was prick.
What would you like to do now? You're back at the rope.
I'm back at the
You're
rope.
back at the rope.
Grab the rope and shout to him.
yeah.
Get me back!
Grabs the rope and I say,
So you-
return!
So you pull it. Okay.
It holds on to the hook and I'm like, return!
So at that moment, you just see Fenrir and
hold the boy real close in.
And the
the
box
crate and the
come
box
really quick. And I'm just like, go back inside the wagon. Enjoy this one, boys. Return.
You literally pull it back.
No, I literally touch the rope and go return because he's coming back. So I'm like, I lean over to Zeal and I point at where we're going. I'm like, that way. fast as you can.
You slam the reins on.
Fuck.
As Fenrir, as you get into the get back into the wagon with the boy, you glance out of the into the open dunes, and you can see the earth ahead begins to heave under the strain of the sandworm. As in the distance, you can see the dune skimmers hurtling back as well, trying to catch up as fast as they can. You snap the reins, then as the sand striders hurtle onwards, pulling the carriage behind them with such an intense ferocity, as if they too know the danger they're now in. They work faster and faster, digging into the sands and pulling with all their might. There's no apology needed. Jesus Christ.
Hi, my name's Chris, and I've said something.
Yeah, my name's Chris, and I said something stupid.
You look out the back of the window in the caravan as you see the sand spill up from the dunes again. The long body of the sandworm now protruding upwards and slamming back down. And it's trying to smother you with its body as again it comes back up and it attempts to smash down into the wagon. Give me a as you are currently handling the
handling?
Yes, please.
As you are currently handling the animals, give me
15.
deception.
Okay. You manage to swing the caravan then right. And you just barely dodge the sandworm as its hulking body smashes back down into the sands. Its thick carapace just snakes back, and you can see like every little slight indentation as you peer out the window. As you peer out, you're in the front of the wagon, aren't you? So, yeah, so you can actually see every indentation on the carapace, and it snakes back into the dunes as it seems to be continuing its projection to try and
Swarm's fast as fuck.
Can I ready myself with a musket facing backwards so if it comes up,
Yeah,
so I can get one round off?
Okay. You keep the caravan aimed towards the large rocky formation then, standing tall on the horizon of the dunes, now from this distance about 400 metres away. The wheels of your caravan spin, catching some of the sands but maintaining that furious pace. The earth shifts and bulges as that terrifying maw of death snarls free again from the sandy depths, and the sandworm snakes back up again, barely 20 metres behind you now.
I'll shout to it. Can anyone do anything about that? Oh, I've got my hands full here.
I'm literally just like holding on the frame, and I'm just like, trying.
Make it so worth going fast here.
Those of you that are in the back of the caravan, which is Fenrir, the family, Amaryllis and Normand, I believe, at the moment, you peer out the back window and you see that spiral of mouths of 1,000 razor-sharp teeth opening up, engulfing a sea of sand, before thick, slimy tendrils snap out from around its maw. They then smash into the back of the window, leaving a line of slime on its place. You just see this slick line of drool. Another comes hurtling forward then, and this time the window doesn't hold as this thick tendril smashes through, trying to wrap and slice at all those in the back of the caravan now. You see like these little tiny, sharp, sort of little very sharp teeth that are just little barbs as well, that are just smashing and furiously. And then you see another follow suit as well, and the tendrils grab hold of the caravan and begin to try and slow the pace. Those of you in the back, what would you like to do at this moment in time?
Do something.
Psychic blades.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
7. What would it be plus? Anything?
Dex.
Plus your attack bonus.
What's the attack bonus?
Maybe if you look in the section where it's about your psychic blades.
Psychic blades.
Oh, plus 5.
There it is.
Sorry. 12.
12. Okay.
It's been a while, alright?
Use your psychic blade and you literally try and swipe, but as you lunge forward, the one of the tendrils just lurches back up just in time, and you kind of just go wide a little bit.
Okay.
I will say at this moment in time, I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
We do.
Oh, yeah, baby, I'm getting third.
I'm not.
I got 5.
It's going to be really fun when haste wears off and we just stop. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Like, literally, as the striders.
Okay, so go around the table. Viator.
23.
23, nice. Anyway.
8. Not the worst I've ever done when it comes to initiative.
Normand.
7.
Oh no.
7.
Right, I make up for it in everything else.
Amaryllis.
5.
I have a -2 for the strength.
Zeal.
18.
Oh, bro, I just picked up that crate in the child. Like, it was too.
That shield's bloody useless. The advantage on.
It's good.
Oh, we're an advantage on.
It is.
It's actually taking birthday balloons back.
Okay, so top of the round, Viator.
Yeah.
You first.
I'm going to have to shoot it, aren't I?
So where you're at the top of the wagon, you'll have to reposition yourself. You'll either have to
Can I
jump
see,
through the
can I
hatch,
see
or
tentacles in there?
yeah. So you can see the tentacles through the back of the wagon if you looked through the hatch in
Through
the
the
front.
Shoot through the hatch, yeah.
I'm going to shoot through our wagon.
You might have to let your other compatriots know though.
Just shout in the dark.
Fire in the hole!
Depends if I shoot one of them, I suppose. Yeah, I'm going to have to shoot through the wagon.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
I think it will be obvious when the gun comes through.
You can hear it.
Well, they might have their sights set on the huge, horrible barbed tendrils that are currently trying to slaughter them all.
Might
But
do. Not my problem, pal. 21.
21. Okay, that's a hit. Give me some damage.
Yeah.
Bro.
Using force as well?
I was thinking that, but it's a force push inside a caravan. That's probably not going to be the one.
I mean, by all means, go for it.
Don't do it.
See the roof which goes.
It's off his head. It's off his head. That's a lot.
Don't keep us in suspenders.
No, sorry. I think that's 19.
Nice.
19?
Yeah.
Okay. You you lean your gun down, and the rest, those of you that are in the back, you just hear a big.
I was looking at all three, and you're just like, my apologies. Squiggles is still asleep. I'm like, my apologies.
Squiggles at this point has woken up
I
from
would
the
imagine
sheer.
I hope he has, because I've just fired a musket inside.
It's deafening inside the wagon. Those of you cut your ears. The family of halflings sort of cowering
Open
down
mouth
into the back,
like this.
literally in this fetal position, trying to like cower, where the father seems to be shielding both his wife and the child at this point.
Sorry about the muzzle flash.
You manage to hit. Yeah, you hit and you damage, and it looks hurt. You see the tendril go, and this blood just like it's like a horrible sort of green and purple substance just sprays into the front of Amaryllis and Normand and Fenrir, where you currently are. You just see this horrible spray of blood just begins to splash all over you, and it smells of rot and decay.
So is there another one in there?
You'll give us another.
There's 3 in all. 3.
Oh, yeah. Second attack.
Tastes like entropy.
I can attack twice.
Yeah, baby. 22. I'm smashing this.
So what have you used for that one? Your
Musket again.
oh, you could yeah.
I got instant reload,
Of course
baby.
you have the arrow. Yeah. Another hit.
Yeah.
David has finally hit his element.
No, I actually have. Which is fantastic.
Save the wagon.
Which is actually fan-dabby daisy. So, 12? 12.
12 points of damage. Okay. Okay. The other tendrils you hit it also looks hurt, but it rears back slightly. But then the barbs just seem to like almost elongate a little bit more. It seems angry.
It's just fucking up my kitchen.
You can see that these
not
razor sharp barbs and fangs are kind of ripping at the woodwork inside. Like,
Glad it was
The
cheap.
wagon.
Glad it was cheap.
Yeah.
okay, anything else you'd like to do?
No, I there's not a lot I can do with my bonus action. Because I could use my bonus action to ready force for my next attack, so I could have 2 forces next turn. No? It's only with...
Just once a turn.
Just once a turn. That's fine.
Yeah.
What about Hunter's Mark? Can I do that as a bonus action?
Yes.
Cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action.
Does it affect
On
all
the
in the
sound
area or sorry?
On the sound one, Hunter's Mark.
Just on the whole of a sound one, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because then I just get plus
Yeah,
D6,
okay.
isn't it?
It's either
actually gonna have to
1d6 or 2.
I think-
But I know it's d6s.
Yeah, I'll cast Hunter's Mark on it. I think it's just something I cast as well. I don't think there's a save.
Oh yeah, you just hit.
Yeah. So. Look at the index. I'm yellow. Brain to it.
Your hubris.
Yeah, so. Carry on without me.
Okay, so while you're looking at Hunter's Mark, we will go to the next. So Zeal, what would you like to do?
Bonus action, hex.
Heck, so you're currently directing the Sand Striders. Are you going to lean in through the, or are you going to go like look behind? It's so
If you
huge.
look behind me, yeah, my shoulder. Right?
Okay, so you're going to hex it. Okay.
Hex it, bonus action, so it is hexed, and I want it to have disadvantage on dex saving throws,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do Sacred Flame on it. Sacred Flame. So I need you to make a dex saving throw, DC 15.
Okay.
Has disadvantage on it.
And no, that is definitely fails.
Cool. That's good.
Help us, Jesus.
So you're attacking the whole worm, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
3d8.
Oh, this is so good.
Plus my hex bonus, which is...
All these dice rolling.
So you get 8 points of radiant damage,
Okay.
and then 3 points of necrotic damage,
Okay.
Nice.
just to balance it out.
Oh no, it's completely fine.
Okay, so you lean back, cast a hex,
Just nullifies yourself.
and then
Cancels out.
and you can see you can hear like a burning as it just thunderously hits into the carapace. Yeah, it looks like it hurt it slightly.
Good.
Good.
That's me done.
Okay, you're going to continue steering.
Yep, that's the plan.
Okay.
I'm kind of busy.
The
I just went.
the three tendrils that are still inside, they lash out then. One lashes out at you, Amaryllis,
Alright. Oh.
hitting on a 16.
Yeah, hits.
Okay. That is going to be 6 points of it'd be piercing damage, wouldn't it? Yes. No, slashing damage.
Slashing, because it's tendrils.
Yes, of course, slashing damage.
I know my piercing damage.
As one of the as one of these tendrils just swipes at you, then you can feel like the barbs just rake across your chest armor. The other one then one of the other ones then swings back around for you, Norman, hitting on a 14.
I cast shield, so it misses.
Okay, so as this barb comes swinging swinging towards you, you quickly cast this magical aura, and it's sort of the tendril just bounces off. It's almost like what you expect if you see one of those like cool movies when they've got that whole lovely shield.
Purple bubble.
Fizzles. And the other tendril slams towards you, Fenrir.
Get him.
Come at me, bro.
Hitting on 18.
Oh, I am 18.
Ah, okay. So I
am 18.
mean, just defend, I believe, isn't it? So you still.
Beats it.
Oh, it does. Okay.
God damn it.
That's
catch it with your teeth.
no,
No, not like that.
you take 3 points of slashing damage as the tendril just cuts through the area of your leather armour, not your plate armour, as it just slices through and opens up a very tiny wound.
Do you ever think you got that extra health?
You got a
I
bullet.
know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be down otherwise already.
Oh, true, yeah.
Who's dead?
Because that makes it 20.
Okay,
I will do that. In a second. I'll go for that one.
that's the end of the 3 tendrils. Good. So Fenrir, on to you.
Okay, first things first, I'm gonna get my shield out.
Okay.
Stop
Bonus
that happening
action,
again.
bonus action for the shield.
Yeah. And then I'm going to hit it with a. No, not a hammer. A guiding bolt? No, is that the thing that I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the thing that I mean. Yeah, I'm going to hit it with a guiding bolt.
Okay.
So,
So which tendril are you hitting? There is 2 that
whichever,
have
the
been...
one that just tried to hit me, whichever one's closest.
okay, so that'll be the one before health.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
That one first. Sweet.
That's probably going to be a hit. That's your
Okay.
spell modifier for her
Yeah.
charisma.
Charisma plus proficiency.
Oh, well,
Plus proficiency. So whatever your
Yeah,
charisma
beyond your
bonus
spell thing,
is.
I'll see next to it, with your pluses. Your spells.
That one.
Yeah, charisma is a 4 plus your,
Proficiency.
which is 2, 3.
Which is
Yeah,
3.
3 now,
So
isn't it?
plus 7.
Plus 7.
Oh, so like loads.
25.
25, yeah, that's definitely him.
46.
It
That's
fucking
a plus 3.
explodes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's a hit, which is good.
Yeah, hit was good.
That's a good thing. Awesome.
46.
I don't have 4d6.
Yeah,
Can I
you
borrow
do.
46, please? Thank you.
And the next attack against it has advantage.
What's that? Is that good?
That's a 6.
Good.
Yeah. So that's
Oh, wait.
11 on my dice, and you've rolled a 3 on yours.
Yeah.
That's why you drill them, fill them full of lead.
What goals do? Which isn't the best, but so maths.
14.
14.
14, okay, nice.
And then I can do that whole thing again, right? Can I attack twice? Or is that only with
that's
the
a
weapon?
spell.
Because that's a spell. It's not you actually attacking.
Ah, okay, so it's only with the big old hammer I can hit things twice. Okay.
Okay, so you cast out, and you see this fizzle of energy. It just sort of sparks and almost like
Yeah.
melts part of the flesh of the of the tendril. You see this glob of slime just spills onto the floor of the wagon.
Messy.
Be alright if, like, calamari, if it wasn't so gross.
Okay, you're going to make an attack. Or do you have any attacks left? Or you cast a spell?
Yeah, cast a spell that
That is a
cancels it.
spell.
So can I hit it
No.
with a
No.
hammer?
No, a spell.
No, spell cancels it.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
You can
It's
have
actually your
dual-
action to
you
cast
can
a
have
spell.
You can have dual attack,
Yeah.
but you can't have a spell and a
Yeah, that's right.
One or the other.
So I'm
done.
done.
Yeah, so anything else you'd like to do?
You use your bonus action to get your shield out,
Yes.
and you use guiding bolts, so you're all done.
Cool.
Get your shield
Okay.
out.
So
You shoot
the
out with the leads.
the worm at this point shifts again slightly where the tendrils are on the back of the wagon, and it raises up and then slams back down again. I need you to give me another animal handling check,
Try it with the
please.
wagon first. That is a 14.
14. Okay, you managed to veer it around slightly, but as the carapace of a sandworm smashes down furiously, you do manage to take. It's going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage at the front. As it's the ricochet of the sand that just smashes upwards. Those of you in the wagon, you're safe.
Can I have a padded seed?
This is why we need seatbelts.
So I take that 11 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those of you actually actually riding out front take the damage as this spill of sand and rocks.
That hurt.
This is very nice, isn't it?
No.
Not very
Okay,
nice at all.
Normand, over to you.
I'm going to shoot a mind sliver at it.
Okay, so, with the worm or the tendrils? The worm. Okay.
Make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Okay.
But this thing's pretty stupid.
Turns out it's wearing glasses, you're screwed.
That 12 plus
Comes
I
up
got.
through the sand.
That is a failure. You take
Not a lot.
I'm not allowed to be a hero. I'm really not. You take 2 psychic damage.
Wow.
And you lose 1d4 off your next saving throw.
Okay. That's still damage, and any damage is good damage.
It's like, oh.
It like stops like going halfway through, like it's a printer that's running out of ink. No.
You see it sort of flinch, but it still continues. Like.
I helped.
I helped.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, now I've got to ask the question which I really don't want to ask because I know the answer's going to be really bad, but how long's it been since I cast Haste? Because it's a minute long, and after it finishes, those Sandstriders are going to pass out for a turn.
How long? Well, it's a minute, so...
No, we're still,
we're
10
not,
turns, isn't it?
we're not through the turn yet. Yeah,
Oh, it should be, 10 turns from when I casted it,
so
before the fight.
So it took us 2
I
turns
would
to get to the
probably
ship.
yeah, I would say that you're probably around it. So you've probably got one of the 6 turns left before it's going to fade.
Lovely. So yeah, make short work of that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Amaryllis, over to you then.
So with these tendrils, does that mean that its mouth is open?
So its mouth is open at the back.
So I can see
but the
its
tendrils
open
are actually
mouth.
quite long. So from the mouth, it's got a 20-foot reach from those tendrils.
But can I see its mouth, or are the tendrils in the way?
Right now, the tendrils are in the way because they're coming through the back of the actual
Okay.
caravan.
So I can't like shoot an arrow into its mouth.
No, but you could attack the tendrils.
Okay. I've got a short sword, which I'm going to take out and use.
Okay, go for it.
16.
16. Okay, yeah, that's a hit. Roll for some damage. And which one would you like to hit? They're all seeming pretty damaged. One's more damaged than the others, and the other 2 are actually also really hurt as well.
The one that's most... no, one of the ones that's lesser damage.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Don't forget sneak attack.
okay. So I got 3 damage on that. And then I get a sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just extra damage.
Just add a d6 to it.
Oh, just add d6 to it. So that's just a d6 or plus 2? So that's...
It's 2d6.
It's 2d6. Thank you. Plus the 2? Or...
What's plus?
Yeah. So... 9.
9.
Sorry.
Okay, so as you get your short sword out and you swipe with all your might, your sword sinks into the tendril, and then there's a big spray of blood, and you see the tendril rear back. The other 2 tendrils also lose grip on the wagon, and they also just swing back out, and you hear the beast go, lets out a rather loud and annoyed, painful guttural roar. Those tendrils that do retreat, and you slash them all the way back, keep swiping and swiping as the tendrils just retreat back into the mouth, and the worm just releases its grip on the actual caravan. You snap the reins now, Zeal, and you hurtle faster toward the outcrop of rocks. Those of you in the back, you watch as this worm subsides back under the torrid dunes. The bulge of the sand rushes forward again, like it's catching you up, like, and the mountain with almost within reach now. And you feel the sands beneath the caravan wheels bulge. And the sandworm is literally below you now as you just begin to raise off the surface. You just see, looking out the window, those of you at the back, you see the sand literally just rushes off the carapace and just reveals the full body of that sandworm as the wheels of the caravan are like bumping over each of the indents on that carapace. So it's almost like going down a train track at the moment. You're literally riding along the torso of this whole beast at the moment. The mountain, it's really close, like literally it's down below you. What would you like to do, Zeal?
What would I like to do?
Yeah, you're driving.
Well, you're the driver, you're directing it.
Try and get to the outcropping. That's what we're trying to do.
So what, are you gonna literally continue riding down the leg
Fuck
of
it,
the
we're riding
worm,
the fucking worm.
or are you gonna try and veer off the
No,
off
because
the worm?
that's going to get to shit when you do that.
Gonna turn it over.
I've got, because of
We're on a
Hunter's Mark, I've
massive
got
worm, you see.
advantage on all survival checks to do with the worm.
Yeah.
Do I know which way the worm's turning? Do I know if it's going up or down? Or
So the worm has got you on its back, and it's about to come crashing back down. So
We're on its back.
and you're on its back. So the wagon itself is either going to come hurtling down into potentially
Or
deep
we,
into
or
the
we can
depths.
try and turn and try
Or you
and
can
get.
try and turn and
I just scream turn.
Turn, right, I'll turn then.
As much as I scream. Turn.
Please turn.
Please turn.
okay,
I will
you turn, you snap the reins, and you see this horrendous razor sharp mouth that just lurches over, and it seems to twist in on itself now, throwing itself down in an attempt to smother and drag the wagon deep beneath the depths of the dunes. I need you to give me a dexterity save now. Not save, just a dexterity difficulty thing.
Sure, it would be a save because he's
Save.
just avoiding
Yes, that's it.
a bad
Okay,
thing.
Yeah.
go for it.
Wagon. Let's use my thing, my blessing, whatever it was.
Blessing.
Was that a what?
Get blessed,
What's the
son.
blessing?
It was
Yeah,
a
bless.
1d6.
1d6.
1d6, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that bad.
Oh, now that's a shirt.
16.
Fenrir's
16,
face.
okay.
Get blessed.
You
That's amazing.
you feel one of the
Yes.
wheels catch the edge of the ridge of the carapace shell of the worm as your caravan suddenly hurtles forward, and as the worm submerges, you snap the wagon to the right and lurch all of the wagon into the air. You watch this sandworm tunnel down as your wheels spin and tread air before the wagon suddenly arches downwards. Bang! The wheels and the sand striders all hit the rocky outcrop as the turbulence of the impact sends you all spilling in one side of the back of the wagon. But you manage to hold on. Those of you at the front, you're holding on for your sheer life at this moment.
Holding on to you. One hand on your hat, one hand on the gun.
Your caravan somehow rights itself thanks to your good,
Nice one.
good driving there.
Nice one.
And you maintain the direction, and you just thunder up the ridge, and you ride up that windy trail to the very top of the rocky outcrop before you kind of bring the wagon to a stop. The sand striders, they groan out in frustration and exhaustion,
Good boys.
Or they're just like,
and you all glance out towards the sand below as a thunderous shake rocks the ridge. And you realise that the actual almighty shudder is the sandworm who is smashed into the actual side of the rock. You everything becomes very, very still and quiet for a moment as you just hear a sort of shrill voice of cheering as the little halfling is ecstatic with his family, and then you watch in the distance as the sandworm begins to churn away from the mountains, and whence you came. The huge amount of sand moves at a very alarmingly fast rate, giving a good assumption that as to the worm's whereabouts. Further and further away it moves until you lose sight of it. You might not have killed the worm, but you've hurt its pride this day.
He'll come back for adventures one day.
I can still track it for an hour, so fingers crossed I don't know.
And you see this on the hazy horizon of the sand dunes, the danger finally subsides.
I'm literally just looking over that dune like,
The little halfling sort of rushes up to all of you then and says,
Whoever you are, we thank you. There was some riding back there, bloody hell. Without you all, I doubt we'll be here right now.
I'm really glad I learned that spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Seal.
Good
Saving
teamwork,
our
guys.
asses, getting us out of there.
I give you very casual, and I get off of the wagon. I go inside, and a solitary tear runs down my cheek as I see the abandon which has become the inside of this camera.
Everything that was in order is now
They're
dropped.
trying to talk to me, and I'm just pushing halflings out of the way. As I'm just working my way through.
I think
just
Fucking
looking,
hell.
has OCD.
just seeing all these smashed eggs, and I'm just like.
He's like, hey, looks everything in order.
Oh!
So I just go up to the
You're
top. I go up to the top floor, and I literally just hang my jacket up, and I just start sorting from the back corner. And just putting stuff away, just like just another day.
It's best to let him get on with that. It's a coping mechanism.
I'm going to run upstairs and check Squiggles.
Yeah, Squiggles is
I'm
ignoring everyone.
just holding onto his bed sheets, and he seems to hold onto a timber frame. He's like,
You're dead. Let's go pick Squiggles up and give him a hug.
he reaches out and then just like immediately just hugs into you.
Off from the fish.
I'm going to go down and go to the Stanstriders and just give them both a pat and say,
Yeah, the good
thank
ones.
you for what you did.
They're knackered.
Yeah, I bet.
How's that work with haste then? No, they're just like
They just passed
Oh,
out.
it's just for one turn, so just 6 seconds of just being.
They'll be alright. They just need to catch their breaths.
Yeah.
So just
Good
give
thing
them
we
a pat
watered
down.
them this morning.
Sure they're alright.
that is.
Let's check the tank on them, give them a top up,
Yeah.
check if they're unloaded or not.
Yeah, just give them a pat down and a stroke.
Okay.
So thank you.
These and the Escort.
And you see the halfling and his wife, the man and the wife and his son, they step outside the wagon as well. And he looks to you all and he goes,
Thank you. This is my son, Jahan, and this is my wife, Maraja. We are geologists. In fact, the dune skimmers you saw, there were more of us. We work for something called the Stonefold Circle. We were collecting samples from the rock mounds due south of here, and next to you, got our lives. These stones have become quite unnatural recently. Blackened, and I fear corrupted somehow. I wanted to investigate. We have no idea what's corrupting them, but there have been rumors of marshmen that live in the woods. They wade through the marsh waters on stilts and covered in fetid boils. Some folk in Marjeska think they are in league with the skulking Pantheon, and worship Shalab. It could be them. They are the source of the corruption, maybe, but this was my experiment, and it went wrong.
Just a bit.
Hi, my name is Normand.
My savior.
These are my friends. These are how sane people have a conversation after a friend almost died.
Forgive me, I'm not...
We don't talk about our life story.
Social exchanges and the rocks of my life.
I just look at his family.
and then you notice the family. That's your
feel
rocks.
sorry.
That would be the best plot twist of all time.
You don't notice, remember, that his son was a rock. Just a rock with a smiley face on it.
Turns out no wonder he couldn't pick the crate up. He's got no arms. I've tidied the top story and I come down the staircase. I just look out there and I'm just like, still safe in the Nerdroll.
Yeah,
And then just
still take that over an
and then just carry him to the kitchen where
Do you want a hand in there?
I can only, I nod to Norman like, yes, Norman, please. And then I just start collecting all the broken stuff together, and I put it in that empty barrel I had from the fish. Like all the broken stuff's just in the
That's
barrel.
right, I've got
just like-
mending, I can fix some stuff.
Yes.
Have a go at the holes in our kitchen.
I just start,
Pretty sure the crockery's done for.
The
Unless you
little,
want to jigsaw them back together again.
little halfling
Jackson,
in
okay.
the orange overalls. He sort of gives a quizzical brow.
What are you doing out here anyway?
I'm in for sandworms.
Oh, you're
I found one.
Oh, we thought we were going into a dangerous mad marsh filled with dangerous spookiness in search of treasure. But the real danger was the friendship we made along the way.
Yeah, we're kind of on an expedition of our own, if you know what I mean.
You're heading further south?
That's the plan. Well, yeah, if we get that far.
Yeah.
Seems to be a lot of things that don't want us to get that far.
No, you need to be careful going down there. You think this is bad?
Oh, great. That's good to look forward to then.
You know, when I was choosing where to live my life, and I thought, oh, this place looks nice, it's filled with sand, it's nice and sunny. Boy, I regret everything.
Like, you gotta tell us thanks for what you did, whether you regret it or not. Most people out here would leave people like us to rot. Who are you? I'll tell everyone that you did this day.
Oh, the Jackson 6.
Yay!
You said the thing.
Spread the legends.
Here's our bill.
Yeah, we leave no man behind.
Oh, we should probably check the axles of the cars. Because they're probably fucked.
Is there a repair shop?
I was going to say, how long do you reckon it's going to take me to clean up?
They're like BB garage anyway.
Yeah.
20,
Quick
25
go.
minutes.
Yeah,
Within
I'll just
the
muddle through it.
servicing
You
station.
just begin to continue monitor through it. You notice the little halfling. He gets his wife and his son. He looks over the outcrop, looking down onto the sand dunes, and he clicks this little stone necklace around his neck. And he goes,
I mean, he's had a panic button the entire time.
Do what?
He's had a panic button the entire time. We went and saved his ass. That's for trips and falls, though.
He clicks the necklace and he looks at it and he goes,
They'll find us soon. This is how they find me.
Go speak to the little boy.
It is actually a panic button.
It is a panic button, yeah.
I was mocking you
Yeah.
with it, actually.
It's like a homing beacon. Pinpoints my position in case we get lost.
Right.
Obviously,
Where
we
can
need
we
one.
get one of those?
You need
Where can we get one of those?
We need to tie one to squiggles.
Where,
We'll just put one in the
where'd you get
wagon.
one of those? Where'd you get them?
You
Do
teach
you
them
make them?
class.
Do you have a spare one?
It's given out to all members of the Stonefort Circle. It's one of the only ways that we stay safe out here.
How does one become a member of the Stoneford Circle?
Oh, you'd have to go to the our main guild in Marjesk.
Do you want to note that down? In case we end up that way.
I'm cleaning. I don't know who you're talking to.
I'll note that down.
Sorry, where?
I listened to you outside the building.
Marjesk.
What?
That'd be placed right there.
What am I going to do about the China?
Oh yes, my spelling's terrible.
You think you could use this in your journey?
Oh yes.
I'm pretty sure everyone everywhere could use one of those.
Yeah, that's great.
The fact that they're not made for everyone is a bit insulting.
Well, this saved my life. It's the least I could do.
and he takes off the necklace then, and
Whoever, you have it.
I mean, he's the smart one, so give it to him.
okay, he gives you the necklace.
Thank you, sir. So who will it call if we push the button?
Yeah. You
Go
need,
see
to,
AA.
Goes,
you need to think with your mind, and you need to attune to someone.
Okay, cool.
The person you think of when you're holding the necklace will be the person that will send the distress signal.
Amazing. I was going to put it on to keep it safe for now.
Okay.
And then think of Ranger Danger.
That's a bit.
Calling me from inside, and I'm like,
I need help.
I can hear the voices. They're
All
like,
you hear is beep 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 beep.
What is that?
just
buzzing?
my inbuilt ranger navigation system kicks in, and I'm just like, I can just see you on what 3 words. Sidewinder beach pebble. And get to within a metre of you, and I'm like, Fenrir, where are you?
3D saving.
I'm gonna come back into the caravan and pat you on the lower part of your arm because that's as high as I can reach. I think I'll cook dinner tonight.
No.
Thank you, but I've had enough tragedy today. If you'd like, you could always put the kettle on. I'm sure everyone could do with a drink.
Definitely.
As I'm trying.
But do we have any teacups left?
All,
we got
no
any
handles though. There's no handles. Just like all of them just battered.
Jam jar.
The last bit of tea I had is strewn.
Full of sand.
Just looking at it, just like
The box of loose leaves been knocked over.
Yeah.
Everything's
I'm
not
literally,
worth
I'm
living
literally
for.
just trying to flick it back in with the comb. It's just like, so terrible.
I loved the hot leaf juice.
What of your research was so important that your son risked his life to try and retrieve it?
This was to do with the corruption. That was the research. We need to find the heart of it.
It's a Tory government. The thing is, they keep thinking it's a trickle-down economy. But actually, they move their money to a different country, so it doesn't actually work.
It's actually
It's
not.
called tax avoidance. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's the corruption.
That's what's turning all the rocks black.
Don't believe the media.
This corruption, is it just localised in this area? Or is it spreading?
Stretching from here
Country road.
to where you're going, the Mad Marshes. Well, at least that's what I can ascertain. I've not been that far. I've tracked it to
Oh, good.
the
The already Mad Marshes are now corrupted.
Unless it is the Mad Marshes that are corrupting. We're heading. Have you been to the Mad Marshes before?
No. I would never go there. You're mad. Not literally.
So it's
That's
a
why
guy-
it's called that.
Yes. No, literally.
Is there anything that you would like us to look out for whilst we're there? If we
Yes.
make it back alive, we can try and tell you.
If you can see anything that looks more corrupted than these rocks.
He opens the crate then, and you can see this pile of rocks. They look darkened, not like black, but they look darkened from the red rocks they initially were. They're more of like a sort of deep crimson.
Oh, okay. Could I take one of them as a sample?
No, by all means, yes. We always take more than enough than we need, in case.
And then hand you one of the rocks.
Alright.
It feels really cold to the touch.
By corrupted, what do you mean is actually happening to this rock?
That's what we're trying to find out. What changes the rocks' formations? What changes the solidity of it?
Right.
That's magical there.
This rock
So he
should
wants
not
us to
be-
bring back rocks that look like the ones he's just given you.
Pretty much.
This rock should not send an icy chill down your spine when you touch it. It's nonsense. We're in the,
That's
we're
probably
in the
quite
desert.
nice as a desert, isn't it? Nice nice and chill.
Dare I even suggest that it's magic? I feel like at this point I'll just be told off again.
By all means, you can.
No, I'll say that in character.
Yeah, you can.
Do you want to have a look at this weird rock?
Lick it.
So with your grasp of Arcana and the fact that magic lives in you, something magical's twisted this.
Can I roll Arcana, see if I know anything else?
Go for it.
Hey, 18.
You can ascertain that the type of magic is necrotic that's corrupted it.
Tastes like dying.
Yeah, it tastes like death and rot.
Right.
Charming.
Okay.
Well, are those skimmers coming back around for you then, I take it? That's what's going on.
They should be.
And he sort of turns, and in the distance you can see the skimmers getting closer to your direction.
I don't suppose they have any
I'm behind them.
supplies or anything on them, do they?
Repair tools.
What sort of supplies are you after?
Well, a bit of top up of water would be nice.
I'm sure we can spare some water. Yeah, of course.
You know, for the sand striders, they did save up in skins
yeah.
like that.
Yes.
obviously we won't be able to give you too much for, well, you've seen that.
Well,
Ships.
just giving them their fill, and I point to the Sand Striders. I think they've earned it.
They were like some
Absolutely.
stuff to plug these tendril holes with. Buttercup, the stuff the carriage is made of.
Wood.
That's the one.
Did he smash through the window or through
It was the actual glass of the window.
Oh, okay,
We
cool.
got loads of sand.
A plate. Let's use a plate.
Melt it down.
Might use the plate.
Why not?
Smashed. Like my dream.
You eventually, well, if you finish with the geologists, you.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Right, get out.
If you've got mending
Yeah.
and you've got broken glass and sand,
No, it's like.
You have to specifically put each.
oh no,
You
that's
got a
That's gonna take
jigsaw.
What about fire?
I'd literally have to put it all together
That's
and
what
then
we call
seal
the
bit by
smelting
bit by bit by
process
bit
that
by
just
bit by bit.
makes glass.
terrible.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
that great.
So just make a
What you're
ball
asking,
of fire.
what you're asking us is to simply make new windows.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we'll be alright.
Just like a ball of fire, and then it'll melt a round thing, and then you can use that as a plate, and then put it in the.
Or we just board it up for now.
All that.
We'll board it up now.
Probably just brought it out there.
Yeah, it's ready.
Can I check over under the wagon?
Yeah, check the axles and that.
Check the axles and because it's got
Fuck
leaf
it.
springs and stuff. I want to check that nothing's
Check the
like-
suspension.
Yeah, seems okay. Seems surprisingly okay.
Check the
Well,
ankles
it
of
was
the sand
expensive.
I
strider.
guess it's built to
Was
take a bit of a
expensive.
battering in
Yeah.
the deserts.
It was expensive, so
Because it's made with
Good
more,
thing.
this is made with a sturdier iron than most
Yeah.
wagons. With the money that you paid up, you made the right choice rather than getting a cheap wagon.
Oh, I do.
Or else we'd all be dead.
you know it's got Brembo disc brakes and stuff. So
You
Sign up with it. Hey.
yeah.
you wait with the geologists.
You just
as,
add 3 more A's.
Yeah, why not?
you wait with the geologists as one by one. The family board the dune skimmer as it eventually arrives, and they take the box of rock samples that you helped them with, and in return manage to
So
pull
what's a heavy
together
box then? What's
a
box
day's
full
worth of
rocks?
water supplies, which will feed your sand striders.
Could have taken
Lovely,
one or
appreciate it.
two. But instead they
Yeah.
It was all so quick.
The little halfling, the gentleman that was speaking to you, he turns around again and he goes,
The name is Hashem. And,
Name is what? Sorry.
Hashem.
Bless you.
Okay.
and he
blessing.
he
Is
hands
my scent a sneeze?
he hands you a little cloth pouch. Then
He was like, it isn't much, but take this. It's the least we can do to thank you for your heroics. And rest assured, I'll tell everyone that the Jackson 6 saved us a day. And I tell them about our brush with the Dust Eater.
Awesome. Fenrir just starts flexing.
May Astilia guide your way. Safe journey, Jackson 6.
and then with that, you bid them safe journey.
These are-
And the dune skimmers head back over the sandy desert.
What are they mental?
Spring.
No, go
There's a pissed
around.
off worm out there.
Yeah. You
Back
just see
over.
them in the distance, like, God damn it.
It'd be so good. Like, hey! Oh!
Oh,
I
God.
can still sense it. I'm just like, oh no, don't turn that.
I can't watch.
Oh, they turned
Can't
left.
I'm sure you would have said to him, don't go in that direction.
Yeah.
You saw it disappear over the horizon, so you assumed it's actually.
What's in the cloth?
And you can't sense it, so you assume
Just
it's
a cloth.
it's gone.
It's just a piece
Have
of
one of my
cloth.
handkerchiefs. Thanks for that.
It's
It's another
snotty.
rock.
You see the sand skimmer sprints and throws a shallow line of dust clouds behind them as they gain in speed, and soon enough back towards the direction of the jaws of madness whence you came.
Have a look at the cloth.
What's in the cloth?
You open the cloth.
It's a finger.
It's an
Mustard's
ear.
finger.
Oh no.
Another squiggles. No.
Plot
It's a
twist.
part of Moscow, but it's not his finger.
Plot twist. He's actually the guy who's captured us.
We just saved
We
him.
just like,
No, you see there's about 10 gold coins in there.
Fucking cheapskate.
But you gave us the button. We've got the special button now.
Yeah, I've got my panic button now.
Yeah. Panicking!
Yeah. What?
It's all here.
Not being
Please,
funny, but
help. Shit's all gone wrong.
if someone was to panic, they'd probably want you, not the other way around.
Yeah, I just took it for the money,
Just saying.
but yeah.
Give it to someone else.
Yeah, if you
They can
hear
call
me
you.
calling for help.
I think we're in shit.
Right.
In the opposite direction.
Well, no. It's a lost cause.
Oh, Fenrir needs help, so let's all go that way.
You're just calling me and I'm like, what to do, mate?
Sorry, kitchen's mess.
Nobody's there, nobody's there.
Cleaning up the plates.
You all begin to collect yourself and you continue to adjust the inside of the wagon. You stand onto that rocky outcrop and peer down into the vast dunes and know that this is where your adventure continues and the legacy of a Jackson 5
6!
will be built. This is where we'll hold it for tonight's episode.
Giant worm comes up the side and goes,
just creeps over the cliff and just eats us all in one swift motion.
Just peers at really ferociously and goes, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe our channel.
And then our ship crashes into us and we all die.
The funniest thing is the worm just rears its head and I just go and tell you all and then the airship crashes into it. It's just like,
Damn it, this place.
I hate this country so much.
It's nice to meet you guys, but I'm going home. I'm done.
Yeah, there we go.
Tense.
Sand, worms, halflings. What more do you want?
Just one easy day's travel.
You had an
To
easy
not
day
be
travel.
in the worst
you saw a
place
nice
ever.
deer,
Oh, that
you
was
saw
nice,
whales,
yeah.
you saw a Geigus. What else do you want?
Oh, good thing that we got blessings
Yeah.
because that was helpful.
thank you, dear.
Thank
dear
you,
Jesus.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, dear Jesus.
dear.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good thing we got blessings. And oh my god, good thing you've got that halfling luck or else.
Bountiful luck, that's why. I
Yeah,
got
oh my
it.
goodness.
It's bountiful
Well,
luck, but
they
yeah,
were.
yeah.
Thank goodness for that. Because Fenrir nearly just
Binned it.
binned it. Yeah, just jumped off that wagon, face back into the sand, broke his neck.
Like
That was
DJ,
it. That
like
was the end of
DJ
it.
Jeff from Fresh Prince.
Just spears himself upside down.
I'll save you in a board.
Oh,
Oh, no, Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, squeaky bum time. Yeah.
Very much so, yeah.
Squeaky bum?
Survived another day.
Yeah.
Just another day.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time on Channel Devonity.
I'm losing my mind.